Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Cole Palmer reportedly wants to join Manchester United. Manchester United are on the verge of renewing Bruno Fernandes. They got to play Arsenal this weekend, where I'm going to have a storm here. Of course, I don't know what is going to happen. Will I be able to watch the football this weekend? I actually don't know. Liverpool are turning around 10 games without a loss, smashing Marseille yesterday. Salah is back, right? Pazz is going to be here in like 5 minutes. He said he's going to be here like in 5 minutes. Javon is supposed to join us. Listen, we have not had Javon for a while. And Chelsea are, bro, they struggled yesterday against Pafos, of course. And Manchester City with Erling Haaland saying that they don't have the answers. They don't have the answers. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you know. I'm very close, actually. 3 subscribers away, actually, from 49,500. I want to get to 50K maybe by the end of the month. So if you're here, smash the like button, support the channel. I want to hear from you in the comment section as well, in the chat and after the show as well. And how's everyone doing? Ram, you're happy again? Your club is winning football matches, smashing people. Ekitike, by the way, there is a conversation that is happening right now on social media between Ekitike and Gyökeres.
There is no conversation, man.
I swear to God there is. I swear there is.
I will not.
I swear there is a conversation, and we touched on it yesterday with Pazz, and when he comes here, we're going to discuss it. Because they say signing of the season has 11 goals in all competitions. Gyökeres is a flop. He has 9 goals. Isn't the striker's job is to score goals? What is going on? Let's start by Liverpool.
Are we doing that? Are we doing this then?
It's not me, bro. I don't dictate the conversation.
So who said it? Who said it? Who said it?
People in my chat yesterday. I got comments on my videos about Gyökeres the other day. Me and Hussam and Ashraf with Staffy were doing a show, and people said that he can. Listen, I'm with you. Ekitike looks like the better player, but Gyökeres has 9 goals. The difference isn't Ekitike's signing of the season, as people say. He has 11 goals. He has 11 goals.
12.
That's it.
It's 12.
11. You're not going to count the Community Shield, and don't be shameless. We're not going to count the Community Shield goal. We're not doing that.
No, it says he's got 12.
No, it's right here. Sofa score. By the way, I don't think your mic is connected. I think you're speaking through your laptop.
No,
check that.
Hang on, my mic might be low. Hang on 1 minute. Is it better now?
Okay. Ekitike currently, as it stands, has 1 goal in the FA Cup, 1 goal in the Carabao Cup, 8 goals in the league. That's 10, and 1 goal in the Champions League, and the one that is in the Community Shield. I'm checking Sofa score.
He scored against Frankfurt. I thought
this is what's in front of me, bro.
That was an own goal. That was an own goal. No.
That was an own goal. But listen, I want to start with Liverpool. Are Liverpool turning it around?
Yeah, you say that we're turning it around. However, the problem is, right? Next on Saturday, he might revert back to type, and we're back to square one again, Mo. That's the issue. Has never been with the players. The issue has never been with the issue has been with the style of football. But the football that I want to see my team play is getting the best out of all your players. And the problem is the manager does do that, but he does revert back to type and change everything around and undo his good work, which is the main issue. Like the performance against Marseille, where was that? People say that Marseille looked poor yesterday, which, to be fair, I didn't think they looked the best. I saw a much better version of Marseille prior to this game. But from the get-go, from minute 1, we laid it on them. Pause. We literally gave them no room to breathe. And every time they tried to pin us back, we just kept pushing them back as well. So I'm like to myself, where has this performance been from the manager and the players? Like, everything yesterday worked incredibly well today. The formation was correct. Mo, you know me, I've been asking for the diamond, and I got the diamond in front of me, and we saw a lot better passages of play. The football was a lot quicker. Granted, we did do a lot of our main threats were through counter-attacks, but even when we slowed the game down, we still were playing a lot more incisive football, which is what we were looking for. Like, I asked myself and I asked the team this: where was this? Where was this? And where was this from the manager? Say that again.
He was on the bench.
Who was on the bench?
To be honest with you, Liverpool won 3 yesterday. You had 42% ball position. You had higher XG. You're not playing dominant football, to be honest. If I'm looking at Liverpool, you're not playing dominant football. You're not. You're not playing the football that we think that we should see Liverpool playing. Liverpool as a football club should be the dominant side on the pitch with the players you have, with the McAllisters, Gravenberch.
With the possession.
Yes. You're not dominant. You're not dominant. You're not getting anywhere with this.
No, but domination can work in multiple ways, though, Mo. And I still think with every opportunity, is what we did with the ball that's what counts. And what we did with the ball was a lot better from what I've seen. And it's not because it was slow, lethargic, and everything like that. It was just different. It was different. We're seeing Ekitike taking up wider positions instead of staying in the center of the park. Mo Salah, how many times have been crying for the guy to play closer towards goal? And he was today. Should have got a goal. Should have got a goal. It was criminal, that finish that he did. But I'll let him off because he had a good game. So it is one of those ones. But I think we played well. I honestly think we played well today. I think we made Olympique Marseille look average. And that's no mean feat. You're playing against a very good, well-organized team in Marseille, and also in a very hostile atmosphere as well.
Fair enough. I hear what you're saying. I wanted to yesterday we had a discussion. I was gonna ask if Liverpool keep Arne Slot, Right? There's a lot of rebuild to be happening at Liverpool. And if Man United get a top manager, can we see Man United surpass or be equal to Liverpool next season? Is that something that we can see?
When you say surpass what? What do you mean by surpass what? In terms of like dominating the Premier League? Because Man United,
none of you are going to dominate the Premier League. I'm not sure. Maybe Liverpool, but it looks like if Liverpool keep Arne Slot and Man United get a new manager like a Nagelsmann or something, can you catch Liverpool?
Well, it depends who we get, though, innit? It depends who we get. It depends who the manager we get. It depends what we do in the transfer window. And it depends what type of football we're going to play. Do you get what I'm saying? Because for the longest year with Man United, post-Ferguson, like, we've not really had like a consistent running in terms of, okay, we're going to get these type of managers. This is the philosophy. This is the style. When you look at Barca, for instance, we know the type of managers that Barcelona are going to attract. The philosophy is ingrained in them, similarly to Ajax and so on and so forth. With United, I still need to know who we're going to get as a manager. And if we get someone who's let's be realistic, because Enrique is not coming to United. I'll be real.
No. You're going to get a Nagelsmann. You're going to get a Thomas Tuchel.
I don't want Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, I think if we get Thomas Tuchel, I don't.
You might try to attract someone like a Simone Inzaghi. Like Simone Inzaghi, back three again. I don't think Man United are going to go for that.
I don't think we should be going for a manager, who's...
They're going to get Glasner.
No, they are not going to get Glasner.
I don't want 100%. They're going to get some manager like along those lines. Or
if we get Glasner, then we're going to be capped. I think we're going to be capped.
No, I don't think you're going to get Glasner at all. I don't think so.
Yeah, we need to be getting a manager who plays good attacking football and can actually improve players. Everyone knows I'm a fan of De Zerbi's style of play, even though he lost to Liverpool. I believe that he is the type of manager that can actually get United going a little bit, bro. Like, do you get me? Because despite him losing 3-0, I mean, Liverpool did create some chances. Marseille did also have some decent opportunities here and there, but the level of plays that Marseille have on the pitch is horrific.
Did you see your squad equal to Liverpool, for example?
Our squad, no, they've got a better 11, and they've also and they've got more experience in there. Yeah, I would say they've got a better 11. The only place where I would say we might be a little bit better is actually it's probably no. I'll still say give it to Liverpool, innit? I'll still give it to Liverpool. Innit? But we've got some good players in this team, though. More, we've actually got good players.
I think De Ligt, Mazraoui.
Got Mazraoui.
I think you're more stacked in the centre back position.
Yeah, bro. Our centre backs.
Lisandro. I think like Mbuemo, Cunha, Ahmed Diallo in the forward line. Sisco's not great. This is a very good player.
We've got Kobe as well in the midfield.
And imagine if Man United get Cole Palmer as a number 10. They have Kobe Mainoo. I think Kobe Mainoo is fantastic. I think Kobe Mainoo is a generation.
Bruno then.
He's gone.
As of now, Man United are not sure if they're going to renew his contract. They are looking to renew his contract.
No, he's leaving.
The Palmer thing, though, if you look at the Cole, bro, first of all, everyone knows my stance on Palmer. I think he's quality. And would I take him at United? Absolutely. He becomes our best attacker instantly, bro. I don't care what his form has been as of late. He would be our best attacker alongside Ahmed Diallo in it. So having him in that base, in that 10, he's a United fan. Like, I don't really want to pay attention too much to like who he supported when he was younger in it. But bro, the guy's on a massive contract till 20.
No, he's not. He gets paid 130K. He can.
When I say contract, I mean his contract ends in
2030 something. Yeah.
So I'm saying like Chelsea are going to be demanding at minimum 120. And Man United at that stage,
is he worth that much?
I heard there's a release clause in his contract.
What's his release clause?
I don't know. It was something crazy, but
I don't think these players are stupid.
Supposedly, he wasn't happy. He's not happy there. Like he wants to leave.
I don't think these players are stupid. Like, if you go to Liverpool, you're signing a 4 or 5 year contract. Yeah, there's no release clause, but you're not going to sign a 9-year contract without an out. What if you don't like the project? If Ekitike, for example, has a 5-year contract, if Ekitike is not happy at Liverpool, there is a price for it because the contract is not that long. But for Chelsea, I believe these players, this is not an information. I'm not in the know, right? But I believe you're not going to sign a 10-year contract without an out, without a back door. You got to have a back door. What if he's not happy?
I'm not saying that Chelsea will never sell him, but they got him in. They literally gave him that contract for what's it called, in order to be for that long in it for a reason, bro. Like when they do sell,
Would you replace? Do you guys think that Bruno Fernandes and Palmer? Would you replace Bruno Fernandes with a Palmer?
With a heartbeat, bro? Absolutely. Palmer's a better player.
Fernandes is not a bad player, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
No, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying that he rates Palmer highly.
Cole Palmer, yeah, is absolutely like quality, like in that number 10 position, yeah, bro. Like people are so fixated about who we're going to replace Bruno with. He is replaceable. He's very replaceable, isn't it? Do you get me? He is replaceable. You've got Cole Palmer, who's a better player than him. He'll also get the output, and he'll improve us more as a team. And in terms of like in terms of his IQ, bro, and just his ability, like he will transform this team. But
Since
I don't really.
Here, I want to go back.
I don't really believe we'll be able to get him. I don't believe we'll be able to get him.
We'll see. But big up Mo. Ram, by your 18-19 only English final logic, did Klopp win a weak league because 1920 no English club in UEFA Champions League and Europa League final? Only Semi was United in Europa League.
Reminder, in 1920 they only played one-legged ties. So Man City lost 3-0, I think it was 2-1 or 3-1 to Lyon. If it was a two-legged affair, they would have beaten them. So what are we gonna conflate both of the arguments together? And people say that the league is competitive because of how
Hold
good
on, are you saying that the league now is not competitive? I don't want to go back to that.
No. So my premise was people use the whole English teams are doing well in Europe as a reason why the Premier League is so strong. And I'm saying if you use that logic, you have to use that logic back then. 18-19. 1920 was the only season where, because it was a one-legged affair, that there was no English teams there. So you can put that caveat there. The season after, it was City, Chelsea. The season after that, it was Liverpool in there. That's my logic. So
I want to go back to the. I want to actually discuss this. Me and Pazz actually spoke about this. That Ekitike Gyökeres discussion, because one of them is signing of the season, and the other one is flop of the season.
It's true.
How is that fair?
It is fair.
Because one is
11 goals versus 9 goals in all competition.
You can't look at it.
Yeah, but Mo, if you ask Arsenal fans if they would swap Ekitike with Gyökeres, a lot of them would.
But that's not
irrelevant.
That's not the conversation.
I'll explain to you why it's relevant. The issue is that you lot, the sentiment around Ekitike is if he has revolutionized and he's been this revelation for Liverpool. Liverpool are still shit, whether he boots off or not. That's the rally. And now that he's injured, they're still unbeaten. So realistically, if you look at the impact he's had
injured, what the hell are you on about?
I thought he was injured the other day. I'll be honest, I didn't track Liverpool.
No, he was out for. I think he was out for like 2 weeks or something like that.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure whether he came back.
He's missed a couple games.
Only missed one game. I think one game.
Whether it's 1 game, 9 games, doesn't matter. That the needle hasn't really moved. If anything, they've gotten worse. Yeah. So for me, there isn't actually a trackable thing that has shown that Ekitike has led to improvement for Liverpool. However, on the other hand, we have never had this many points at this stage. Gyökeres has been a key part of that. He's played every game. He's got 2 less. How?
I can undo. No. I can undo his argument. Let him finish.
Well, he doesn't believe it. That's why he's
no. But Ahmed, let him finish. I can undo his argument. Let him finish.
You can't undo anything. You can't even undo your shoelaces.
No. Your argument has so many holes.
Did you win in your game? Did you win?
Yes. And Gyökeres scored.
Did you play well? Did you play well?
You're talking about, sorry, the one I just played. My bad.
You win?
Yeah.
Now they got smoked.
That's another way of saying you got spanked. You see that? You got spanked.
No,
right
there.
No, we won 3-2, but like, I did okay.
How can Pazz say that he's been a key player, yet his fan base is crying back for Jesus? Tell me that.
What does that got to do? What does that have to do with the fact that Ekitike is a revelation, Gyökeres is a failure, and the difference is too?
So
Ekitike struggling at Liverpool isn't got to do with his ability, bro. It's a team. The team is cooked. That whole team, Liverpool, yeah.
Okay, but I could say that Gyökeres isn't getting the chances because our team isn't providing them for him.
He does get chances. He does get chances.
We can all do. No. We can all make that same argument, buddy. Yeah,
what has Gyökeres done? Yeah, what has Gyökeres done to be? Oh, we have to overfeed him with everything, bro. He's not at that level.
He only scored 90 goals.
90 goals in what league?
In
what
It
league?
doesn't matter what league. What league did Ekitike score before he came to the Prem?
What league?
Bundesliga.
What league was Ekitike playing in?
Yeah. You know what Ekitike has, by the way, over Gyökeres? Fundamentals. That's what he's got.
Fundamentals of football.
See, this is the issue.
Big up,
You're
Joe.
getting the issue is Ahmed, you're
Big up,
getting the
Jose.
argument. You're always in the wrong position. You're always fighting from the
I'm
wrong corner.
always in the right position.
Hold on. You're not leaving this. Look, now you're just getting emotional. I'm telling
I'm not
you that
emotional.
this.
I'm just saying
You're emotional, and you won't even let me tell you why you're emotional. Now, let me tell you why you're emotional. Yeah. The point here is So you're doing it again. You're doing it again. I need you to get your emotions under control. The point I'm making here is not who the better player is. The point is the whole argument that most at the premise for is why is Ekitike a revelation and Gyökeres is a monumental failure, and that is what you're missing, Ahmed.
Okay.
So the reality is the only thing that you're going to say is that Ekitike has been playing better, but the reality is the output is 2 more goals. Let's have it right.
Right. So we're going to be looking at both players.
Can I say something? In a better attack, in a more creative attack in Liverpool, they have McAllister, they have Wirtz, they have better attackers to create. I don't think the Arsenal create abundance of chances for Gyökeres. I don't think so.
You know,
we watch Saka. Saka literally is not on the same wavelength with the guy.
Oh,
They don't have a
you
creative-
guys are funny because if you want to, Ahmed, if you want to compare,
by the way, I'm just putting the information out there, guys, and you guys we can discuss it. Go ahead, Ram.
Pazz, if you want to talk about last season, okay, cool. We objectively in the league we've gotten worse, but if you compare it to his previous compatriots in the attack for Liverpool, he's already outdone their goals and assists this season in half the games. Darwin Núñez has got 5 goals altogether last season and 2 assists. I believe. I'm not talking about Gyökeres. You're talking about the whole idea that we've got. Let me land my point.
Name this point.
Your argument was because we've gotten worse, because we are dropping down a couple of places in the table. That is why you can't call him a revelation. The facts of the matter is, compared to the strikers that we had compared to the strikers that we had last season in Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota, God rest his soul, who had his worst season for us last season, he has fundamentally and objectively outperformed both of them in goals and assists. So if you're telling
Gyökeres done the same thing.
Has Gyökeres outscored Havertz last season?
We're halfway through the season. He's got 9 goals. He's about to get 18
I'm talking
goals.
about in the Premier League.
He's at
5
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Wait to just pick a competition and let's stick with the competition. Like, what are we doing here? We're all in the same competitions. He's got 11 goals, and you're
wait, hang on. Even I'm looking at the stats right now. Even with the Champions League, he hasn't outdone him. He hasn't. 15 goals all in all competitions last season. Kai Havertz got for Arsenal, and Gyökeres is already on 9.
Exactly.
So like he hasn't
Exactly.
already. He hasn't.
No, but at this stage, Havertz didn't have 9 goals.
But he only played 23 games. He played 23 games last season.
That's not my problem.
No, but he played 20. No, but he played 23 games last season, and how many games has Gyökeres played? 20 games. So what we're doing there has been a regression in the stats.
Availability is the best ability.
No, but if we're going off the stats, there is a regression in your output up front because Kai Havertz has got more goals in more or less the same amount of games as Gyökeres got this season.
Right now, who's better at football, Gyökeres or Havertz?
Havertz.
How? Havertz can't play, so he's not better than them.
Gyökeres is your worst striker.
Mo knows this. I don't rate Havertz at all, but I think he's a better footballer.
Havertz can't play. He's injured, so he's not. I'm better than Havertz.
How are we talking about Havertz? Isn't it the Ekitike thing, by the way? Listen, let me tell you.
That's my point.
Listen to this, right? The reason why, The reason why that they're shamelessly trying to compare the two, right? And if you look at the stats here, which doesn't
It's
really
not a comparison of who is better.
No, hold on.
Getting it wrong again.
No, we let you finish, by the way. We let you finish. He's talking about Gyökeres has been a flop. The reason why he's been a flop is because your fan base and everyone was saying we need the number 9, we need the killer up top. You guys kept talking about the goals that he was scoring in Portugal and he was going to revolutionize your team. You kept talking about the Haaland comparison. Your fan base was doing that. Now he's not even doing anything. You're talking about, he's a key factor, bro. Key factor to what? Your fan base has been crying out for Jesus because he offers more to your team. Kai Havertz offers more to your team. Even Mourinho up top offers more to your team. The guy has been a failure because his job, which is to score goals, cool, but he's a limited player and doesn't bring anything else other than just running around like a headless chicken, bro. With Ekitike, he might not have bare goals on paper. And yeah, he's playing in a struggling Liverpool team. But you know what? If you dissect both players, Ekitike is a way better player.
Ahmed, he doesn't take up ends.
Better finisher, better goal, better finisher, better passer, better dribbler, better IQ, better at holding up the ball, better at everything. He doesn't. Bro, Gyökeres can even have double his goals here. I'm still choosing Ekitike. Tell me how many goals Firmino was averaging for Liverpool. Was Firmino getting judged solely on goals, or was he getting judged on everything, bro? The guy was averaging about 13.
First of all, people used to get on.
He's averaging. Hold on. People think about you only. People think that striking. Hold on. People talk about, as a striker, your job is to score. It's not just scoring goals. It's what else do you bring to the game? Because you're not always going to score in every single game. Yeah, there's going to be a period where every top striker is going to go through a goal drought. Everyone's gone through it. That's why people are talking about Haaland. What else is he doing when he's not bagging goals?
So let me present some stats after Ahmed
bro,
done.
fuck me, you just waffled for like 10 minutes, bro.
No,
He's not waffle. But everyone knows, Ahmed, everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. If anyone else is saying that Gyökeres is a better technical footballer or has a better IQ,
for 10 minutes.
How is
10 minutes?
Because everyone knows it. Everyone knows what everyone knows.
I hear what you guys
understand.
Okay, guys, I hear what you guys are saying. I don't think that anyone would disagree that Ekitike might be the more technical player on the eye, right? Hold on.
Everyone, you just waffled for 10 minutes on an argument that no one made.
Just no one can sit here and say that maybe Gyökeres is better first touch or better dribbling. That would be waffling. Nobody's arguing this. Like if you're asking me 5-a-side, I'm fucking choosing Ekitike, right? I'm not actually arguing. No one is arguing that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Do you know who's worse probably than Ekitike as well as a dribbler, as a first touch? Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is worse than Ekitike as a football player. But Erling Haaland, the striker, is better. In terms of chances created in the league, I just want to check. In the Premier League only, Ekitike has 12, Viktor Gyökeres has 11 chances created in the league. This is just a stat that can be measured, actually. Shot on target percentage. Ekitike, 29%. Viktor Gyökeres, 35%. Both of them had close number of shots. I'm just checking here. Shots, 32. Viktor Gyökeres, and shots on target is higher percentage. Ekitike has shots as well, has 45 shots. I would take
Isn't Ekitike top for like touches in the box as well?
Ekitike.
Sure, I found that somewhere.
Ekitike has touches in the opposition 87. No, Viktor Gyökeres has more, has 90 something in opposition box. I think Ekitike is a better player, right? I'm just here the argument was, has Ekitike, the difference is we can have that conversation. My point about this conversation is very simple. People say this is the signing of the season and this is the flop of the season. We cannot have that argument is false. You can say I prefer Ekitike. I think Ekitike is better. I don't think anyone would argue that. The problem is, which happens with a lot of other, when they say Declan Rice and Caicedo, when people say, no, this guy is miles clear of this guy, that is the false premise. We can have a conversation. So you really want to reuse
that without context then, Mo?
Do you think Ekitike has been the signing of the season? Do you agree with that?
No, that'd be Xhaka.
No, not signing of the season, but you can't argue that he's not been up there for Liverpool.
He's up there, but he's not there.
Even when he attacks for Liverpool, he drifts out wide as well. He doesn't just stay centrally. Him and Wirtz intertwine.
What the fuck does that mean?
Bro, he's
Ashraf,
getting
I'm
real.
doing
He's not
this-
always. He's not.
So because you drift wide, that makes you a better signing.
No, I'm not saying better signing, but I'm saying that's why maybe his goals aren't as high because
We're not doing that. No. When we are, tell you one thing,
Bro,
we're not fucking doing.
Gyökeres,
We're not
Oh
doing.
my
He drifts
God.
wide, so he don't score goals. No one told you he drift wide.
I'm not saying, but that's the way.
I mean, he has come out and said the manager asked him to do a lot more in terms of drifting out wide. So if the manager's telling him to do it, he's got to do it. So
that's not my problem, because the same way you don't care the fact that Saka doesn't cross to Gyökeres. I don't care.
but we're not.
I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, literally, the whole point of the matter is you're comparing two people who's playing. One is playing in a team that's high in confidence, that is top of the league, compared to a guy that has played in a team who started off with a lot of confidence and was one of the reasons why we were won about 8 games on the trot. And now playing with a manager that is not getting the best out of every single player in that team, who's fundamentally hampered us this entire season, and he's still coming out with decent number of goals and assists.
Do you know what that means, by the way, Ram? Yeah, listen to this. Ekitike, you would admit that Liverpool are struggling massively, and their team ain't as, I mean, in terms of performances, yeah, they're nowhere near how they were last year. That's a fact.
They're unbeaten in 13 games.
Hold on. If Ekitike is still performing and offering goals and good performances, right, and his team ain't playing that well, yet Gyökeres is playing in a team that is consistent, top of the league, top of the Champions League. Hold on. All we've heard from Pazz is you're chatting shit. And no counter argument to anything.
I have a counter argument, but you keep giving me the same argument saying Ekitike is a better technical footballer, bro.
What's the counter argument?
That's all I keep hearing from you.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Tell me what Gyökeres is better at than Ekitike.
This is why you're stupid, because I've just told you this is why you want a question.
Just answer the question. Go on.
Bro, oh my God, shut up, bro. No one is arguing who is a better player. If you fucking shut up, then I will answer you, bro.
I'm in his head. He's rattled. I'm in his head.
I'm
in his head, bro.
Guys, we're only 20 minutes into the show. So
this is what I'm saying.
Me and Carl are literally like this. You're like, yo.
The point you're making. The point you're making. I've said this. I've said this.
Where's Javon?
Man are not in the car. Man are actually not in the car, bro. Yeah. The reality here is, no one told you that Gyökeres is a better footballer than Ekitike. So, and all your points are based around Ekitike being a better footballer than Gyökeres.
No, but then answer my point.
Oh my God. Can I get to my point?
Answer my point.
Go on, land this plane that's going to crash. Land it.
The argument that Mo set the premise for, so I don't know why you're even coming. I don't even know why you're attacking me. Mo has set the premise of why is Ekitike a revelation and why is Gyökeres a flop when their output isn't that far away from each other. You're now going to tell me a bunch of fairy things that actually doesn't affect winning for Liverpool. Unfortunately for you, and you're going to tell me that this is the issue as well. Your argument is that Ekitike is in a struggling side and Arsenal are this side full of confidence. Everyone's critique has been how bad Arsenal been going forward. So this premise of people saying he's part of this, but this is the point. The attack is bad whether he's in it or not. Inside everyone else's head.
Not true.
So oh my God, bro! You're just chatting shit because nobody. Everyone says that the thing that lets our team down is our attack. So you can't tell me that he's part of this elite attack force that he's just benefiting from. People have been getting onto Odegaard, they've been getting onto Eze, they've been getting onto all these players who have been cowards passing the ball forward. They've been saying Saka's been shit, they've been saying Martinelli's shit, and even when I mentioned Trossard, man, say he's shit too. So all these genius players that he's surrounded, you can't call him shit on Monday, and then now we're arguing on Tuesday. Now they're the greatest.
So Pazz, question is, why is it that a lot of your fan base in particular have been saying, I can't wait for Jesus to come back, or I can't wait for Havertz to come back, or the one thing that I've heard.
Good question. I want Ram to answer this question because
let me finish it. The one thing that I've also heard very, very recently, and Ahmed, you could also turn this to this because you've been hearing this. We should have got Sesko instead of Gyökeres because he would have fit a lot better in our system.
That's what they were saying.
Yes,
that's
Pazz. How would you
get
Pazz?
in the
I will actually second Ram I've done a lot of shows with other Arsenal fans. A lot of them have told me this. What is your response to them?
What does that have to do with the price of milk, bro? Because no, I'm not sitting here telling you that I think that I love Gyökeres. No one is saying that. No, oh my god, bro.
Can I do something, Pazz, in the chat?
Bro, am I actually retarded?
By the way, Mo, can I add to?
I want to say something in the chat before, guys in the chat. If you're an Arsenal fan, put 1 if you said I can't wait for Jesus and Havertz to come back. Put 2 if you're happy with Gyökeres. I just want to know.
Can I also add to this in the Liverpool phase? Can I add this to the Liverpool phase, Mo? Our own fan base has said even when Isak was available, Ekitike should not be dropped. Ekitike deserves to start every single game until he's in bad form. That's how good he was been.
Hold on,
and then we criticized Arne Slot for bringing Isak back into the fold as soon as he became fit. That's the switch narrative that we had at Liverpool. So I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Ashraf said that.
What does this have to do with the argument? I don't understand what this has to do with the argument.
Can you explain to me how is that not relative?
Explain how it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the point. I've always said I'm not the biggest Gyökeres fan. I prefer Havertz, and I've always said that. I've never not said that. I'm not Gyökeres' big fan. I just think this shit is funny. Like, let's just keep that. Let's have that right.
Okay.
Second, so the question that was asked, the premise of this argument is, why is Gyökeres a failure and Ekitike is this revelation?
And the whole
let me finish my point.
Explain it.
The point is, no, you can't explain anything to me. The point is the margin between those two outputs is not big enough for the sentiment to be that different. And then you keep telling me, Arsenal fans prefer Havertz. That has got nothing to do with the difference between output of Gyökeres and Ekitike. The only thing you could reply to me and say is the weight that you would now have to convince me in all the things that Ekitike affects. And then you'd have to tell me what Gyökeres negatively affects. That would be your reply. Not, oh my god, we prefer. Like, you're talking about a lot of things that don't go with the actual thing we're talking about. We're not arguing.
This argument is correct.
But then your argument is just narrowed down to output. This argument is narrowed down to output. No. We let you talk. Let me finish. Let me talk now. Your whole argument is narrowed down to the idea of output, right? The idea of Gyökeres has got this amount of goals, Ekitike has got this amount of goals. Well, you put 2 and 2 together. I mean, there's not much of a difference. The big difference is, I remember because Karim Benzema said it perfectly. Even without the goals, the influence that you have on your team counts the most than anything else on the pitch. And you can't tell me, because I know you watch Liverpool games. Every single person on this panel has watched Liverpool this season. You can't tell me the influence that Ekitike has, not only on the output, but also on the style of play and on the pitch. You can't tell me that he hasn't had a great influence on the team, because he's been one of our most only attacking players that have actually played at the highest level, that deserves to play every single day of the week, in my opinion. Okay, and you can't say the same thing for Gyökeres.
He asked you, what does Gyökeres affect? What's his negative points? Right, in possession, he's not good. Right, first of all, right, he breaks up attack. His finishing's not great. Right, even his even when it comes to just being able, to hold up defenders and being able to turn and give it to the other players, bring others into play and actually create for your opposition when literally the goals are going against you, he doesn't affect anything. Outside of the box, he don't do much. His positioning and his movement inside the box ain't great. In possession, he's nothing, bro. It's like playing with 10 men. That's why the reason why they were talking about Gabriel Jesus is because he will do more in possession. Simple as that. He'll do way more, which will create space. It will create opportunities. It will create more attacks. It will get the most out of more of Saka. It will get the most out of more Martinelli. Tell me who was the striker, by the way, when Saka and Martinelli both scored like double figures. Who was the striker in 2022? When was that?
It was Jesus.
It was Jesus and Nketiah.
Yeah.
It was Jesus and Nketiah.
It was mainly Jesus and Nketiah.
So Jesus got injured and Nketiah played, and still they scored a lot of goals.
All right, so Gabriel Jesus, for the most part, the guy, not only was he scoring a decent amount of goals, right? the wingers were also playing much better than they are currently. And you can't tell me about, Gyökeres has this in all competitions. Bro, you have to look more into that. It's not just about...
It doesn't really come down to Gyökeres, though. That's the way Arteta likes to play. He likes to play with a false nine. That's just his style of play. And that's why this Gyökeres signing, Arteta didn't want Gyökeres. The board is the ones that went ahead and bought Gyökeres. And Pazz looked at me like that. It was all... Bro, when that signing happened, Arteta came out and said he wanted Sesko. So don't look at me like that because
no. My face was
fact. Towards him. Okay.
My face was towards the false nine comment.
Bro, he likes to play. That's why he prefers Havertz and he prefers Jesus. If both those guys are fit, I guarantee Gyökeres is not touching the pitch. He'll come on in the 60th, 70th minute, and you guys will see. That's why with Jesus and with Havertz, you guys dominate games a lot more. Because like they're saying, Saka, Martinelli, they feed off of that nine that can play a pass. Gyökeres can't play that pass.
We dominated games more this year than any other year.
No, of course. And that's also down to how good Gabriel's been this year. And your set pieces have been... Dude, you guys scored set pieces.
So Gabriel and set pieces is the reason why we dominate games.
Bro, the guys came back and he's almost scored every single
also,
game.
Also, Zubimendi has to play a part.
Zubimendi's been good. And
Gabriel and set pieces is the reason why we dominate games.
And Zubimendi.
But why you're getting results where you guys were going through a dry spell, it came down to set pieces. You guys scored you guys won by 4 set pieces, 4 games in a row.
A man said the reason why we dominate games.
Oh, that's not a cost though. He's not dissing it.
He's saying a fact. Why are you getting upset about it, bro?
What does that have to do with me being
why
upset?
are people saying this is the problem in it?
No, he just gave a fact.
I just think this statement is how can we dominate games because of a set piece?
You're dominating games.
He also mentioned Zubimendi. What are we doing?
Gabriel was out. We were still dominating games. And 2, went for a period of
were you dominating games regarding attack or were you dominating games defensively? Because last time I checked, you guys were winning games by 1 goal.
Dominating games defensively.
Yes, you guys were getting results by stopping the opposition from scoring and then scoring a set piece.
And that is dominating a game.
Not towards dominating a game, but you're getting results. Because when you go on a league table and you look up the points
your statement was dominant.
Oh my god!
You got to get.
Let me do the super chats. Let me do the super chat, guys. Hit that like button. Let me do the super chat. Ahmed Talent ID is a garbage dude. Thinks Sancho is elite at this moment. Bruno is without a doubt a better player than Palmer. The kid is a fraud. Is Bruno Fernandes better than Palmer?
First of all, Bruno is not a better player than Cole Palmer. And you know what I find really ironic about this chat? And big up to everyone in it. But every time we're making an argument,
you know this is camera.
Yeah. Every time we'll make it. Wait, what'd you say? Camera.
Cam. You know this cam.
Oh, the American. That's the guy that rated Garnacho.
The Canadian.
Oh,
Canadian cam.
Yeah, the Garnacho fan. Yeah. Listen, he's talking about Bruno being better than Palmer. I massively disagree. Palmer's a better player. And 2, who's even mentioning about Sancho and Palmer in this debate? We're talking about
this is earlier. That was earlier.
I will just say, if you look at the kind of players that they are very similar. I said this a couple years ago. Palmer has a lot. It's similar to what Bruno is. I still think Palmer is technically a better footballer, but the way they both play is very, very similar.
But with Palmer though, like he's not rash with it though. It's calculated with him.
Oh, I wouldn't say he's not rash. I do think he does make.
The thing is with Palmer, yeah, like cool, he's been out of form and he's been injured, but like regardless, he'll give you good performances and he's also got the output in it.
Bro, even Ashraf thinks that Bruno Fernandes is the best 10 in the league currently as it stands.
That's very reactionary, bro.
US Gunner said, what Ahmed said is why opposition keep crying to drop Gyökeres for Jesus or Havertz just to fool the banter. Pazz, it's a lost battle. This is the one Arsenal weakness. Haters attack even when we win.
Let's all cry. Hey, who's hating? Who's hating, bro? Who's hating about Arsenal?
I'm going to tell you guys something for real.
Who's hating?
I don't think this argument is a hate argument. People don't like Gyökeres. There's a lot of people that don't like Gyökeres. Even Arsenal fans don't like Gyökeres as a striker. Even Pazz, by the way. I don't think he likes Gyökeres. Like, I don't think... No. They don't like him as a player, not as a person.
I don't like him as a player either.
I know that you don't. I know that you don't.
So why is he twerking for a stats?
He told me plenty of time. I don't think you guys understand that. Fast. I don't think you guys understand the argument. The argument isn't that does like Gyökeres or not. The argument is there worlds apart between Gyökeres and Ekitike? That is the argument. It's not that Arsenal fans love Gyökeres or not like Gyökeres. You can still not like Gyökeres, but think that there is
this
not
is
a
why
lot
their
of difference.
comprehension is in hell because they still.
Oh, your
don't-
counter
they
argument
didn't
is
get
in
it.
hell.
It's such a. It's
I didn't
honestly,
have a counter argument. This is what I'm saying. You're actually in hell. You're in hell, bro. Your
No,
mind's in hell.
I'm in heaven.
Because
You're in
it's not
hell.
even. It's not even my argument. It's Mo's question. It's Mo's question, and you think it's mine. You don't even know who it came
No,
from.
but when we give you the counter argument, or we put the
last thing I'm
context
gonna-
behind it,
No,
you
because
just
Hold on,
choose
Ahmed,
not to
the
listen
last
to it.
thing-
That's the
Not-
problem.
So just to
Why
answer
is
this,
it?
the last thing I'm going to ask Pazz, as the Arsenal fan on this panel, if you are offered in this January transfer window head-to-head swap, Gyökeres for Ekitike, would you take it?
Yeah.
So why is he? So what's the whole point of this? Like,
it's
you see
not,
what?
man. It's because Arsenal
No,
have to make.
because I'm
Okay, guys, the
answering
conversation's over.
question that was asked.
Nah, it's not over, bro. It's
over.
not.
I think one is significantly
It's not even a debate. I don't
It's
even
not
know
a
how this
debate.
even gone
Like,
on
what
for
we doing?
45 minutes.
No.
What are we doing?
The question,
No.
the question
It's
Mo
it is
had
a debate.
nothing to do with the
No,
original
it's not.
one.
By the way,
It's
I'm
not
gonna
a
tell you,
debate, Mo.
I will
Question
tell you
Mo
why,
asked
guys.
had
I will
nothing
tell
to do
you.
with the original
I
question.
will tell you guys why it's a debate.
It's not.
I don't like Gyökeres. I'm going to tell you why it's a debate. Erling Haaland might not offer a lot on the pitch, but he offers goals. You offering stuff outside of goal scoring as a striker, you might not be compared to the other striker. You might be a playmaker. You might be a winger. You might be something else. The conversation is Ekitike is a much superior number 9 than Viktor Gyökeres. Much superior.
Is that why
That is the
Ekitike and
conversation.
Haaland got the same amount of
Oh,
goals
no.
this season?
You don't.
No, they
You
don't.
don't. One has 19 and
One has 20. Haaland's on 20. And
yeah,
you
Haaland is
and
on
don't
20
compare-
in the league
and-
only. You're not comparable.
I understand if
in the
Gyökeres
champs,
was bad in his
No, but
build-up.
we're not
we're
going
not
to move the
comparing the
goalpost to the champs now.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
about
yeah.
Erling
We're talking
Haaland
about
versus
we're talking about the
Gyökeres?
league.
Like it's not comparison. Like for example, you offering more to the game that makes you a better player. It might not make you a better striker, for example. Like I think Firmino is a much superior football player to Erling Haaland, but I would take Erling Haaland any day of the week as a striker, right? Because he scores more goals. The thing about Ekitike is a better player. I don't think there is any doubt in my mind that he's the better player. Dribbling, receiving, passing, turning.
I feel
all
like
of this stuff.
I feel like we should just move on. I don't think people like get.
Well, can I just say one thing before this, Mo?
I want to move on. I want to move on.
just say one thing before
Ahmed,
this
Ahmed,
ends.
you're actually a retard, bro.
Let me just say one thing before this ends, Mo. I understand if you're comparing the Haaland, but Haaland's giving you 20 goals. We're comparing Ekitike to Gyökeres, and Ekitike is outperforming Gyökeres. So it's not even a debate. So Ekitike is more technically gifted.
I beg me
And
one,
doing
bro.
it.
And he's giving
I
them
beg
more.
you
So
one, bro.
I understand if Gyökeres was giving you 20 and then it was a debate then. But if one is
Mo,
outperforming
Mo,
and
please,
is obviously
please.
And
performing
also,
better.
also,
And the thing
by the
about
way,
it is these guys
Mo,
never
Mo,
do
Mo,
this
Mo,
because
Mo,
when
Mo,
it's a
Mo,
debate,
I need to move-
they want to just.
Mo, one more point, one more point. Bearing in mind, by the way,
You've heard
bearing
enough
in
points. You've
mind-
heard enough points.
No.
Next
Bearing
Super
in mind,
Chat,
yeah,
you've
that
heard
they.
enough points,
Mo,
bro.
I'm just gonna make one more point. It'll be real quick.
One
Bearing
more.
in mind,
God, bro.
bearing in mind that they also bought Isak after that season that he had for Newcastle, which was phenomenal, and they won that trophy for 130 mil. Everyone expected Isak was going to be the main guy. The fact that a guy came from the Bundesliga, right, which doesn't always translate. You had the Timo Werners, you had the Kai Havertz, and all sorts, right? He came in and outperformed a 130 million pound player, which that's the reason why he's getting all the praise, right? Cool, cool. Liverpool are struggling as a team, but that no one really expected to have this much of an influence in this first season, and they expected Isak to be bagging the goals and performing well. Simple as that. Simple as that. And even when Isak did play, he wasn't performing.
It's the same Ahmed that rates
Fantastic.
Sancho more than Mbappe. Ahmed doesn't rate Sancho more than Mbappe.
Again, this is just we're just moving. We're just
On Kopic, we had a little debate. I personally think Dembele is a technically better footballer than Mbappe, in my opinion.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
No.
I wouldn't.
Wow, loads of people actually weren't happy with that take. They think Mbappe is superior to Dembele.
Dembele is the most ambidextrous footballer in the world right now, bro.
He's a what?
Two-footed.
Number one, the fact that you can shoot with both feet the same accuracy is actually
Yeah, it's
for
crazy.
football
It's mental.
players.
That
For
is
football,
mental.
because I've played football.
Mental.
If there is someone that can shoot, dribble with both feet
Yeah,
the
but
same,
he does everything.
that
with
is
both feet.
revelation. That is
Yeah, he does
that by
everything
itself,
with both
kids.
Oh, is it a
He
revelation?
does everything.
I
I'm
He
gonna
does
tell you
everything.
something.
No, but there's
That's
a lot of
everything
other
with
players
both
before
feet.
that could do it.
I swear to God, when they used to do the trials for the kids 10, if a kid can shoot with left or right, they would choose the kid and then they would teach him the rest of the
No,
football.
but Cazorla could do it.
And that's why he was fucking amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, it's not a revelation. Like there's so I can name a couple more players that could also.
The
I
guy,
think Turkey's another one. Also, what's it?
Ryan
Do you know who's very
Shea.
underrated?
but to be honest with you,
Jovetic was very good with both
Osman
feet.
Dembele has way more than
Jovetic.
just shooting with both feet.
that as
Osman
well.
Dembele is fucking quick as fuck. His
Yes,
dribbling
he
is elite. I
Yeah,
think
but quick has
like,
nothing to do
his
with
ball
both feet.
control is ridiculous. I think he has everything.
He's amazing.
This guy just said you'd pick Ekitike even if you could score double his goals. No wonder
Absolutely.
your club is so dusty.
Absolutely.
When you want pretty players
That's
over.
where we draw the line, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where
Absolutely.
Well, to be fair,
Without a shadow of a doubt.
But
if he
Ahmed, football is not about the flicks and tricks and the step overs
It's
and
not
the
just that. It's
elasticals.
not just that, bro.
to be fair,
It's not
if
just
he
that.
no, but Mo, if he got
But it's not about
let's say
that.
10 goals in the Premier League and Ekitike's got 8, you need to triple it. Triple it, then is a debate, I think, rather than double.
Bro, I've seen
So it needs to be
strikers. I've seen
better.
strikers in the
15,
Premier League.
15,
that aren't-
15.
I've
Why?
seen strikers-
Why?
I've seen strikers that are nowhere near as good as Firmino, and they were literally outscoring him. Doesn't mean he's a better player, bro. Firmino's
Firmino's
It's
an
not about-
attacking midfielder.
yeah, but Firmino
Ahmed,
wasn't
it's not
here with the
about
thing is,
better
yeah, bro.
Wallahi, Ahmed, it's not.
Like
Ram,
Kaká
why
got him
has
in
a
the
lot of your fan base want Diaz back?
because of the fundamentals. It's because of the fact that he's a very good dribbler. And one thing that this is a Liverpool thing that I've noticed ever since the days of John Barnes. If you can dribble and get the crowd going, you're going to be a big asset, and that's what we're lacking.
Why do people think that football is about dribbling? 11 players, by the way.
No,
I'm gonna tell you.
I like to stay on
And
that.
also, no, I'm just talking on the faces on just the feeling at Anfield. I'm also talking about the fact that Diaz and Gakpo both complement each other because Gakpo could do what Diaz could do, but Diaz couldn't do, but Diaz could do what Gakpo could.
I'm gonna say a statement as someone that played football. Normally, in a football match between 22 players, you would have 10%, 20% people that can dribble, and the rest are football players, can pass, can receive, can move. Like the dribbling is a good part of football, but it doesn't make it. You cannot get 11 dribblers and actually make a football team.
No, you
just
can't.
That doesn't work.
You can't. Maybe
It doesn't
3,
work.
but no. But the whole point is Diaz offered more than just the goals, and it's just the pressing, the dribbling, the ability to take on 2 players. That's the kind of player that we're lacking at this moment, and it's clear to see.
I don't understand this question as well. I don't understand this question. I want to just finish these.
Can I say one
If
thing
goals
first?
are, I want to finish. Can I finish these first? If goals are not what we measure strikers for, then why have all you have gotten into Jesus and Havertz over the years?
Because I feel as though when we talk about Ekitike, he's providing the goals and the extra stuff that we're talking about. The one thing that we criticize Jesus and Havertz, particularly Havertz for as well, because we saw at Chelsea, is that some of the times when he's in the opportunity, had the opportunity to score goals, he's missed them or fluffed his lines. But
Can I
Ekitike has
counter that?
shown-
Can I counter that? You cannot say but Ekitike is providing goals, that word goals, when he has 2 more goals than the flop of the season. So how is he providing the goals when he has 2 more goals than the flop of the season?
Doesn't take penalties.
He has 11 goals in all. I'm not saying that Ekitike is a bad player, but you cannot say that he provides goals when all these minutes and he has only 11 goals. Maybe he provides something like he's average, bro. Igor Thiago has more goals than him. Like
But everything that Brentford does goes to their main man. It's has been like that for a very, very long time. Ever since the days of Tony,
goals, Wissa, like
Tony, Buembuemo, Vissa, they were the main goal threats. Everything was going to that striker. That's how they play. With us, it's different. With us, we don't even know what our style of play is.
And hold on. And Liverpool, Ekitike is your top goal scorer with 8 goals in the league. So
What's our style of play?
you have no style of play. That's
And then what we're doing.
no style of
What's
play.
Arsenal's style of play?
Bro, it's 15 to 10. Oh my god.
If everyone in the chat being like, "Oh, he hasn't scored enough goals," what is our style of play?
What's Arsenal's style of play?
I'm waiting.
So what is Arsenal's style of play?
Very organized, compact team, and that can score goals.
Okay, so why Ekitike is not getting 20 goals? Okay, I'm gonna. Sorry, Akmatur. I'm gonna bring the super chat again. So what is Arsenal's style of play? Can someone tell me?
Bro, like I said, they're a very organized, compact team, and can score goals and can dominate possession, and they utilize the set pieces and they utilize other weapons to score
Fantastic. So how do you want Gyökeres to score 20 goals?
Because the reason why Gyökeres should be scoring more goals is because Arsenal create a lot of chances, regardless. They score a lot of chances.
How-
They create
how
Do
do
you
you-
think? Hold on.
do that?
I got. Do you think Arsenal create enough chances for Gyökeres to get 20 goals?
At least get 18 goals. At least.
Okay, based on what? Based on like
at least because of the chances that Arsenal create, bro. Because of bro, the thing is, Arsenal create enough chances here for a striker like Gyökeres. If he had better movement and better understanding of the game and was actually getting in good positions, right? Because you guys utilize the set pieces, like I said, you guys utilize the wingers. If he was able to get in them positions more often, he would at least have double his goals. At least.
Do you know what's mad? Tomorrow, this guy will come and say Arsenal are boring going forward. We don't create any chances.
Why is he moving to a different conversation?
I promise you, that's what he's going to say tomorrow. I promise you, today, yes, we create loads of chances and Gyökeres in the right position.
You have a time machine.
We're shit going forward and we're boring. That's what's going to happen. I promise you, because yesterday, that's what it was.
You guys, does anybody know
how we play, bro?
What's he talking about? About yesterday, bro?
You actually just don't know.
Does anybody know?
Sometimes it's okay to say that.
Can I ask? Does anybody know how many big chances Erling Haaland have missed?
He misses a lot of big chances. 27 or something.
He misses
27 in the league only. 20. Do you guys know how many big chances Gyökeres missed in the league this season?
How many?
7. You know how many big chances Ekitike missed this season?
How many?
5. It's not that far. Yeah,
5.
the question, the conversation is, it's not that far from each other in terms of the chances. Ekitike is a better player, but come on. Pazz is an elite rage baiter, or his football opinions are really dumb. Pick your poison. I don't think so. It's just a debate.
I'll still stand by this. I feel as though if you want, I know Kyle wants to make his point. I'll just quickly say this: if you have a player that a lot of your fan base saying is replaceable, I think it says a lot. But compared to a fan base where your player is irreplaceable, also says a lot as well.
There was a time where you lot said Firmino was replaceable.
No, we said that Firmino should play as a 10. Not as a striker anymore.
We won 5 games in the league by 1-0 or by
Let's
1 goal.
Let's not pretend you lot loved Firmino the whole time.
We love Firmino. That's why we got to play him in the 10.
They did love him because Salah and Mane scored abundance of goals. We won. No, I don't understand, Brian. I don't know this super chat. We won 5 games in the league.
How Liverpool fans thought, bro.
I can tell you exactly.
Because you won. You're not a Liverpool fan, firstly. So
so hold on. So I need to be a Liverpool fan.
Can we move on?
Because you didn't know what Liverpool fans were thinking, bro.
How I'm the
because
same
because Mo can attest is I was in the content spaces when we're talking about Firmino.
Hold on. What does that have to do with me being able to talk to another Liverpool fan and me having the same internet that you have? Is our broadband
Brian,
different?
Yeah, but apparently what I say is wrong.
Can we
and
move
apparently
on?
it was replaceable.
Can we
and I
move on?
corrected you.
So you're telling me
you don't think it's real? Okay, bro. It's cool.
So let me ask you a question.
I want to have a
It's cool.
Can I have a different argument? Can we move on? We won 5 games in the league by 1-0 or by 1 goal. I don't know, Brian, what we said. Okay. Brian came back and said, City fans said we win games 1-0.
No,
Arsenal only won 5 games.
I didn't. I'm just talking about the last month.
There was
a lot of the games. There's a period where they usually drop points and they were winning the games through set pieces. That's what I was trying to explain. Is what I was saying.
That's not a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm explaining of how he's saying that they had the most points they've ever had. And I'm saying where they usually drop points, this year they haven't dropped the points in that area where they won the games 1-0 through a set piece and they defended over time. If you listen to the full argument.
By the way, I was just saying the thing, like Liverpool have created the most chances in the league this season.
For me, like this is not even for me at least.
Is it chances created or big chances created because we didn't do that for Zits?
Yeah.
So
what was the subject about? I'm lost. Big up to is the subject, Glorious, just to summarize, is there worlds apart between Ekitike and Gyökeres as strikers? That's the argument. Both are bad as
goals and one offers more on the pitch as well.
Both are bad as goal scorers. Ekitike at the moment is a glorified Havertz, which we all shit on. To prove me wrong, by the way, the touches in opposition box you said was wrong, Mo. By the way, I don't bring this out of me. I don't make the stats. I literally go to websites to make the stats. It's FootMob has the stats for Ekitike and Gyökeres. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what FootMob has. touches an opposition box.
This is mad, bro. Like, it's crazy to me.
I mean, Ekitike is already
I despise Liverpool,
scored more
but I'll
goals
be
than
real.
him this season already.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, then cool. And he hasn't finished the season.
You know what? Because Mo, you know how you made the argument about
playing in a
Arsenal,
14.
You know how you said, yeah, if Arsenal play to Gyökeres' strengths, will he score more goals? Well, obviously, if you're getting more chances, yeah, you will score goals. That goes for any striker. But you can also make the same argument. If Liverpool were a better team, would Ekitike score more goals? And the fact is, Ekitike scoring more goals in a team that's worse. Do you get it? So I think that's my argument, isn't it? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, like, how come they're not creating the best chances for him? They got the best winger. They got the best 8, they say. So why isn't Gyökeres getting his chances created? Like, why isn't Saka? Like, it's it's been, what, 6 months Gyökeres been at the football club? Like, you can't get that connection with Saka?
Well, that's a different argument, but we can have the argument.
No, I'm saying, because you're saying that he's not getting the chances created. That's the biggest argument. Is Gyökeres would have so much.
Can you just go back to the beginning?
Wait, let me just finish. I'm just saying, because if Gyökeres got so many chances created, he'd be top goal scorer in the league, is the way you're making it seem.
Who?
You guys, that's what you're making it seem like. Gyökeres.
Who's you guys?
Who said that?
The debate you're having. You're saying that.
See, this is what Mo. When I tell you, man, I'm not in the car. This is what I need, man, to understand. Man, I'm not in the car. I'm telling you, man, I'm not in the car, bro.
Bro, you just argued that he's not creating chances for Gyökeres.
No, you're not in. You're just. I'll be real. Like, this is redundant. I feel like I've explained this like 3 times and you're still not getting it.
Ahmed would take Ekitike over Haaland because of his tech as a player. Just have a tech. You have Ahmed's heart. Would you take Ekitike over Erling Haaland, Ahmed?
Bro, I'm dying on my hill, bro. I'm taking Ekitike in my team. Absolutely, bro. Because shall I tell you the reason why? Especially currently at Man United. With Man City, they're a good team. They're an attacking team. They've got some good players around Erling Haaland. So what's the common denominator with City? They're always going to create for Haaland. With Man United, it's not always the case. We're a very up and down team, and we don't always score many goals. So we need a player who can do something that's not just solely reliant on getting goals. People talk about tech here. They like to what they like to do is overlook the technical ability and overrate the stats. That's what I've started to people notice to do, isn't it? Because bro,
football is about stats.
But when people talk about the left wing, when people talk about who's the best player,
what is this, Kyle?
No, because when people talk about left wingers, yeah, bro, people said to me that Kvaratskhelia is the best left winger in the world. That's cool, by the way. He's a baller. Have you seen his numbers the past 3 seasons? It's awful. His numbers aren't great, but what does he do for the team? You can't quantify the stats in terms of what he does for his team, bro. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Guys, we got about 550 people in the house. Can we get the likes up? Please hit that like button. We need to get to 300 likes live. I want to move on from this. Havertz scored more goals than Ekitike and provides.
Has he? I beg, go check the stats again.
I actually think when he played a striker for Arsenal, didn't he have like 13 goals in like 18 games or something like this? In the Ligue 1? Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm only going
he's had good runs.
You know that last season Havertz is injured from January all the way until the end of the season.
Yeah, no, the same. Havertz still played more games than what Ekitike has played this season.
Gyökeres is a good player. He's not getting enough chances to score more. Yes, most fans wanted Jesus back so we can have options up front as we are playing for different cups. Okay, but by the way, I'm just going to tell you, Hakai, a lot of people that I work with have said that Jesus first, Havertz second, Moreno third, and Gyökeres fourth choice striker.
And you're telling me that you can't say one is significantly better than the other when the guy that plays for a certain team and their fan base wants a midfielder to start ahead of them as an attacker. Like, what are we doing?
Quickly, Pazz. Can you rank your strikers in your opinion? I wanna know your opinion.
Flipping Mikel Merino, man.
Havertz one for me. I think he's the best suited
Havertz, all right.
To where we play. I really like Havertz. I've always been a big Havertz fan. Second, probably Jesus, then Gyökeres.
You wouldn't have Moreno up top over Gyökeres?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's funny to say it. But
I'm asking, by the way, I'm asking this because I've heard this yesterday from people yesterday.
And you're saying that one can't be significant.
But that's
Would you like me to explain this one more time?
No, leave him, man.
No,
because
no,
it's
no, no, no,
about
no,
because
no,
I'm
no.
not-
Would you,
Bro,
Ahmed,
no,
quickly, I want to move on from this. Would you have Jesus at United?
Nah, he gets injured too many times, bro. Not too many
That's
times.
actually part of the Jesus thing that even Arsenal fans would say.
Yeah,
Can the guy stay out of the healing
2
room
years.
for a bit? Yeah, bro.
He's a good player,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? But he just
He's a good
gets
player.
injured.
Just do Rabona. Ahmed will worship you.
Cole Palmer doesn't do Rabonas or Ahmed, but yeah.
There. Last one. Saka, Trossard, and Odegaard aren't synced with Gyökeres. Crosses go to any open man, not him. Like KDB and Haaland, chemistry can be trained, but Arteta won't change the system. That's what's working. I will vouch for this. I said many times that Gyökeres is not on the same wavelength as the wingers at all, by the way. At all. He's completely on a different island than the rest of the Arsenal team. Completely on a different island. And I think that is a problem with Arsenal, in my opinion. I want to actually, I don't know if we go to, I'm not sure if Javon is joining us. I wanted to actually, since we have Kyle here, there is an argument yesterday that Man City era is over. And there, Dietmar Hamann said 2 weeks ago that he doesn't think that Pep Guardiola will win a Premier League or the Champions League again at Manchester City. Is that something out there for this? By the way, Danny Murphy said, I think maybe that can be a possibility. Simon Jordan said it's a possibility. Has Pep Guardiola peaked? And we have seen his peak and is done.
I mean,
I think yes.
I mean, a treble is a very, like, at that point.
Okay, let's agree that he has peaked. I don't think he's going to win a treble again. So, are we post Pep Guardiola being dominant again?
No, I don't think necessarily. I think obviously after post treble, everyone said it can only go down. You win 4 in a row, you win a treble, like you hit the high. You can't go any higher than that, right? So I think regarding Guardiola, I don't think he's done. Obviously, I think this month is very important for City because at the end of this month, like February, you could be out of every competition. So I think with the new signing of Mark Gay coming into the defense, you'll probably get Diaz back. I think Diaz is good February 4th or something. So you'll see a partnership of those two. I think once all those players do come back, I want to see a double pivot of Nico and Rodri, because if you watch that game, losing to a Wi-Fi password of Bodo Glimt, the way that defense was set up, it was so isolated with Kusanov and Max Elaine that there was points in that game where Nico O'Reilly was playing left wing and Ait Nori was playing right wing. So they got split open with one pass. You've seen it in the United game and you've seen it in that game.
And what makes you believe that will end? I don't understand.
Because Pep said it himself after the interview. The away fans even said that this face that Pep Guardiola made after that game, they've never seen. Like Pep came into the interview and said, it's not good enough. Something needs to be changed. So this Wolves game is either going to be City drop points again and the alarm bells are going off and everything's going crazy, or City dominate and everyone says.
But I think the league is over. In my head, the league is over.
Bro, I said it, Mo, when I came on the.
Yeah, you said it. You said it last time.
It's Arsenal's to lose. If the only way that City win this league is if Arsenal themselves do what they did for the last 3 seasons and hand that title away. That's legit the only way I see City winning this league. I don't think Villa has the depth to compete. And there's 2 weeks left of the January transfer window. I don't think they're going to go out and get anybody. I know they were looking at a striker, but I don't think they're going to go out and get him. So legit, it's Arsenal's to lose. Am I going to write off Pep Guardiola? No, because I think Pep is one of the greatest managers of all time. And I don't think it's truly down. Like, I believe that he's made wrong decisions the last 2 seasons, but for what he's done, 6 and 8, treble, 4 in a row, you can't turn away for what he's done at the football club. So me, I'll never be Pep. Oh, do I want stuff to change? Obviously. I know Patrick on the other end is completely Pep. Oh, he wants him gone. But for me, I think that you let Pep have till the end of the season. We see what needs to happen this summer if Pep needs to leave, or if they look to get someone else, or if he wants to continue his contract until next season. So do you let Pep stay the full time, or what's going to happen? I don't know. But my faith is in Pep Guardiola.
The issue with what I'm hearing is that, like, I feel like you just base this hope of a resurgence on him making a face in an interview. The reality here is that Pep isn't cooked because Pep is. I don't even think it's necessarily anything to do with Pep.
I think it's down to the players,
I
the
think,
quality of the players.
I think Pep is what Pep is, and they just don't make players like the players that he needs. They don't. There isn't. He's not going to go and sign off Messi. There isn't another KDB out there for him to go and get. There isn't these players that can really dig you out of hell because they are just immensely better than everybody else in world football. They don't exist anymore, and there's no logic you can give me to prove that he can do it without that player. There's no time in Pep's history where you can show me where he has done it without that player, because it's been Messi and it's been KDB.
Me and you had this argument.
He did it.
So
he did it with Foden.
Me and you had this argument on the football.
He didn't do shit with Foden.
Foden player of the year. He didn't fucking single-handedly take us to
the top six.
Because he won. Bro,
Me
we're
and
not
you in the
saying
top six.
we're not doing that. We're not
I don't
doing
remember.
that.
Foden player of the year.
Have shame.
We're gonna have shame. Me and you were speaking about Kevin De Bruyne effect on Pep's system.
If you think Foden is the reason for you winning that, I actually genuinely have nothing else to say to you. If you think Foden was the guy,
numbers that season, the guy was what? He had 19 league goals and 17 assists.
Let me bring in Ram here. Ram and me and Ram.
But if Bukayo Saka had those same numbers,
in the season, in the season that Phil Foden won PFA Player of the Season, Kevin De Bruyne came in the second half. I remember when Kevin De Bruyne had 4 assists in one game against Luton or something like this, and we said, this is the time where now this is the Sharks. And by the way, Kevin De Bruyne factually contributed to more games in the second half of the season than Phil Foden. I'm not saying that Phil Foden had a bad season, but the fact that City went on a magnificent run that season was because Kevin De Bruyne came back. Was because Kevin De Bruyne came back and suddenly City became... This is Arsenal.
No,
16 wins out of 18.
Luton, Mo. It was Newcastle. When he first came back,
it was a goal and assist. It was a goal and assist. Oscar Ball got the goal in the 95th.
And then after this, he assisted Haaland 4 times. Yes, I remember in that season, Kevin De Bruyne, when he came back, suddenly City woke up. And now Pep Guardiola is having 17 wins out of 19 games. Suddenly, it's happening. Okay, remember that season you were third behind Arsenal and Liverpool, and you won the league. And Arsenal had a magnificent second half of the season. City still won.
There's man that ain't got a clue that think that season was down to Phil Foden, bro.
No, Foden had a big.
If you
Foden played a big.
If you think Foden is the corner turner in that team, I actually have got nothing else to say.
He wasn't. But I think he played a big role. He played a big role.
You were a cog. You were a tool you were a tool in the toolbox.
One player doesn't win you a league title, and I've always said this even when KDB came back, it was like, bro, KDB's back is cool, but everyone also needs to step up at the same time. It can't be just him. I've not seen in the history of the game one player win a league title.
It's like when someone loses a fight and calls their big brother.
Yeah, but we're talking about the different guys. We're talking about the difference maker, the one that takes you. Okay, there is a level to the games between. For example, Salah last season didn't win the league on his own, right? McAllister was there, Gravenberch was there, but the level in terms of effect, what Salah did for Liverpool last season, and the rest of the team.
That we should all have enough comprehension to know that I'm not saying it was KDB 1 verse 11. Like, why do we have to explain that? Why does that need explaining? Like, can we look inward and really think about our comprehension levels? The fact that man have to explain that I'm not saying it was KDB 1 verse 11, bro. Like,
then to say that Foden was a
but I think Foden was a big
Foden was a massive
Hey Mo, by the way, Foden's after January 1st, Foden scored 13 goals in the league.
That's what he scored a hat trick.
He scored a hat trick against Villa, 2 goals against United. He scored 2 goals on West Ham. Remember, it was last game of the season. Who scores the first goal in the back of the net, take the pressure off City? Phil Foden. Phil Foden was huge in that title race. Pep Guardiola himself said it. It was the best season Foden had, and that's why every single season since that season, every single pundit bases it off that.
Yeah,
Foden fell off.
We're not going to sit here and deny that when Kevin De Bruyne came back in the second half of the season, you went on the run.
Okay, but
no one said that, but no one's disclaiming it.
The way he's making it seem is he's making it seem.
Yeah, but I want to go back to the original argument. Can Pep do it without that difference maker? Can Pep do it without that difference maker?
We'll have to wait and see. That's legit the question. You can't.
Do we think so?
No.
Do we think he can do it?
It's too far gone.
But then,
You think
is it? So you say sack him basically. You're saying sack the season off.
No,
Get rid
sack
of
him. Sack him. Like, what do you
No,
mean?
no,
Maybe,
I
not
think
this
that-
season, yeah, but maybe next
No
season.
one's-
So
no
next
one
season,
said sack the
next
guy.
season, you know,
I think
So
he's
with-
gonna bust out anyway.
with-
I think the
Guardiola-
season's too far gone for him. I think it's a Champions League or bust for me.
Yeah, because they're in a listen, bro. Man City right now, yeah. Like even with the players that they're buying, even the way how they're playing, it's I think with them, yeah, they just. I've said it for ages, and I think they're just in a transition in it. So
it's a transition.
But-
It's a rebuild.
yeah, it's a
the
transition
biggest thing,
season
yeah.
for them, bro. Like
when you dominate for so long, you can't. You have to. They
Exactly.
never did the proper rebuild, dude.
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, go on.
It's
Sorry,
not.
go on.
It's not normal for like what City was doing these last 6 and 8. Like it's not
Yeah.
normal for that to happen. So obviously it's gonna go downhill. Like Guardiola can't stay at the top for so long. The tactics get stale. You stuff's gonna happen where people need to adapt, and the team.
So I need to ask a question then.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the team? Will there be a team to dominate?
I honestly I don't think so, because I think everyone this season is like dropped. Like Liverpool got
Okay.
worse.
By the
I
way,
think-
I don't ask these questions myself. The people in the
Yeah.
chat think I create agendas. I
I
watch a
don't-
lot of clips. I watch what people say. And I watch Talk Sport, I watch Sky Sports, I
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
The
yeah.
Overlap. I watch a lot of these podcasts, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that they think that Arsenal have created a team that is structurally well, that nobody will be able to catch. The
Man
only
City
team
thought
that
the same thing.
the
I'll
only
give
team that the only team that they think can catch them is actually Liverpool if they sack their manager and get another manager.
So then there is no then. Do you know how ironic that is? Because you say you're building for a dynasty. If that's the case, then why are you saying that if we sack a manager, we're going to be right there again? If you're building a dynasty,
Because I think you
you're
have
gonna-
the
you're gonna
players. Because
dominate.
I think you
You're
have
gonna
the
dominate.
player.
No,
Because
but
I
the
think
whole
you have
point of
the
a
players.
dynasty that you're going to dominate the entire
Yeah.
league.
They're not,
And City when 17-18 they thought they're going to dominate. 18-19 they changed their opinion because of the summer. All it takes is one summer for one club to have
One
an
team.
amazing transfer window that changes everything.
And also, if you look at the way how Man City are, yeah, in terms of like, even though this season they're not really great and they're not consistent, but bro, the way how they're set up from the club to the structure to the transfers, like through everything in it, like even if Pep was to go and they
Yeah,
get a
they won't.
different manager who's a bit tactically a bit more flexible and can, you know, change things up every now and then and not be a bit too predictable at times, it's not the end of. They can easily dominate with that, right?
But
They've
Not to
been
the same
complaining.
extent as Pep.
They've been complaining
I
about
don't
their
think we'll see a
transfers for the last
domination
two
like
seasons.
that. Huh?
What I've been hearing is Man City fans telling me about how bad their transfers have been.
no,
Bro,
they're
they
saying
literally bought like, bro, come on, bro. They bought every
We're building,
country.
we're
They
building.
can't be talking about signings.
They've been complaining about them.
No, they
That-
complain-
But
they
to be
complain.
fair, you man did spend a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah.
So it does seem a bit like, oh, whenever Man City have a hurdle, throw money, just throw money. That's what it seems. I know you got
Yeah.
injuries at the
It
back.
is the history of the city.
they
The
better
difference, I
not.
think the
Listen,
difference between
let's
City
be
and
real,
most
though.
clubs in the world, they don't have
I'll
to
be
live with
honest
bad
though,
decisions.
since Pep has come to the Premier League and everyone was questioning whether his style's going to work, he cooked in it. He cooked.
Yeah,
But
they all remember.
sometimes, yeah.
They questioned him day one. He stepped into office. They said,
Yeah,
when
he did
when he
question
came, his first year he came third. Oh, Pep Guardiola is not going to work in English football. What happened?
It's great.
That's when you got
Bang,
the
bang,
fullbacks.
bang,
and
bang.
I remember it.
Yeah. That's where
when
you
it
got your
goes, man.
Bernardo
That's
Silvas,
exactly.
the fullbacks.
And if it wasn't for Liverpool,
Yeah.
that would have been how many years of dominant from City? It took one stop of Liverpool in between that. It went 3 in a row. Liverpool 4 in a row. That's legit. If it wasn't for them, Guardiola would have won 7 in a row. Then we would have had arguments of him being the greatest to ever.
Man City will win a league title even without
100%.
Pep.
Yeah,
But we're
Mancini,
talking about-
Pellegrini, they do it.
Exactly.
They've
But if
done
we're
it.
talking about domination, like how Pep, you're never seeing that again, bro.
I don't
And I
think,
think
domination-
also
no one's done 4 in a row ever.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
you've
it's
seen it
also
with
the
Pep.
fact
That's what I'm
of-
saying. Yeah.
You can also say the same thing with the Liverpool team because Liverpool won the league without Klopp and they did it with Klopp and they did it with the same group of players. And people would say arguably a worse group of players in terms of player ability and talent. So that's why I'm saying to say it's a dynasty, I think it can't, like Mo, when Juventus won their first league with Conte, I think Del Piero's last season. That's when people were saying it's going to be a dynasty because they just look so much better than everybody else at that time.
Do you think Arsenal look much better than anybody else?
I don't think so. It's not
I
to the
don't-
same level to say that it's going to be a domination or a dynasty for years to
Yeah.
come. Because there are other teams that are good but are just having a very bad season.
Like I was saying, Mo, that's what I was going to before. I was saying Chelsea's having an off year. Well, and then I think Liverpool
Chelsea.
will be back next. Bro, Chelsea.
Why is this Viktor face for?
No, I think Chelsea. Bro, I was talking to you earlier. If they got Osimhen, I think it would have been a different story with Chelsea because I think their midfield is class. I think that Reece James arguably one of the best right backs in English football. And what's stopping them from going to get a center back? And they have, and if they change that whole project without the Leonardo DiCaprio need to be under 21.
That's the thing. Will they? Will they do it?
But it's a big if. But if they,
am I in a parallel universe?
Hey, Mo saying he's in the Twilight Zone right now.
Man said if they change their whole project, it will be a good.
Kyle, they won't change.
Kyle,
I know.
They won't change, bro.
They literally hired Matisse as their coach.
Big up, man.
It is what it is, man.
Now they won't change.
3 games now. See what happens with them.
Kyle, they said this.
That's a big if. Well, I want to tell you something. If Arsenal get Kylian Mbappe and they get Ousmane Dembele, I think Arsenal will dominate.
No, they won't.
That's a fucking big if.
No, they won't. If they get Kvaratskhelia and Ousmane Dembele, then it's a different story.
It's a big if. Like saying that is a big if. Like what is more like? Can I ask you? We don't have a Chelsea rep. What's more like? Who do you think is gonna have a? I know it's a shot in the. Who do you think next season will have a better trajectory? Chelsea or Manchester United?
I think it depends who.
I want to know what you think.
I don't know, man. United finished 15th last season. For all we know, Bruno gets hurt. Like if Bruno missed more time this season, they could go drop even more. It's United's so unpredictable because you don't know what they're gonna do.
But you know why United are not hiring a manager today, right?
Because for them, they see out the end of the season, let the manager come in the summer because
they want to wait for the managers available in the summer.
You not just wait, but the manager's not gonna have the players they wanted. The biggest problem I said even with them is how long they kept Eric Ten Hag for. He spent what 600 mil was it or 5? It was 1 bill, right? It was no. I think he's something crazy, right? Bro, yeah. You had your top goal scorer. And I don't care how old Cristiano Ronaldo is. The guy's putting in goals in the back of the net, and you sit him on the bench and you get rid of him. And then you bring in all your Ajax players that now
we have a here we go for Chelsea today.
Yeah, it's never 17-year-old.
No, Chelsea agreed deal to sign talented 17 years old fullback. Yes, allow.
Have some shame and decorum, Mo. Have some shame and decorum. I swear to God, have some shame and decorum. I thought it was the Douglas Luiz. Have some shame. Have some shame. I thought you were talking about Douglas Luiz and you're telling me a 17-year-old.
I swear to God, here we go. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. 17 years old, talented fullback, Isa Allow.
Unless it's Lamine Yamal, I do not care. I do not care.
But that's my point.
I'm talking about good players, bro. Good players.
Chelsea fans, and that is my point. That is my point.
It's Staffy, you know.
I'm saying, here we go.
What is wrong with Staffy? They signed Staffy for Chelsea. Staffy to coach. Chelsea are talking to Douglas Luiz. Guys, I thought Chelsea already. Douglas Luiz goes there. He's a squad player. He's a squad player. The way Ahmed loves tech players, I hope you specialize in fixing or selling phones or accessories. Ahmed, the tech man, that should be the name of your shop.
Yeah, the best player currently is actually a tech man, ironically. Isn't that ironic? The man that won a treble. What do you mean, who's that? Yamal. And ironically, the best midfielder is also a tech man, Pedro and Vitinha. Ain't that ironic?
Actually, the best player is actually Ousmane Dembele. Let's be.
Nah, it's not. Yamal.
Let's make it clear. The guy that won the Ballon d'Or is Ousmane Dembele. No, but it still works for
some panel members. I want to ask a question about this. Some panel members need to learn abstract thinking.
Come on and debate us, man.
Someone in the comments said that Ronaldo was terrible for United in 21, but I just checked right now. He scored 18 goals in the Premier League. 18 goals.
I want to ask you,
24 in all comps.
Can Man United get a result at Arsenal and revive the title race?
Not goals.
I'll be very honest with you, yeah. Out of the City and Arsenal game, I was saying I had more of a chance of us beating City and probably getting 3 points. With Arsenal, I don't see us beating Arsenal, especially at their ground. But if we're talking about what's the most United get, probably a draw. Because if you look at the head-to-head fixtures that we had, pretty sure it was 1-1, 1-1, and then we knocked you out in penalties. So I don't see us beating Arsenal at their ground, right? Because they're pretty much unbeaten there. They've not really lost. So, with the space that Man City left and how we were just countering them, Arsenal won't be leaving that much space. They're going to be organised. They're going to be defensively sound. And they're probably going to just, they're going to have more of the ball as well. So I don't see us beating Arsenal. But draw is probably the most, I would say. But if we win, bro, I'm doing the nanny celebrations. You get me?
If Arsenal,
I'm doing the nanny celebration. Because, bro, like, deep it, yeah, we've got some good attackers in it that can hurt them. We've got some good attack. You've got Ahmed Diallo. You've got Cunha who can come off the bench. You've got Mbeumo who doesn't really play that well but can get you a goal here and there. Right? I think he's our top goal scorer. Obviously, you've got, even though I'm not a fan of his, obviously you've got Bruno who can do something. You've got Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro who are quality together. We've just beaten Man City. There's an opportunity to at least get a draw. If you said to me, yeah, you're going to get 3 points off Man City and you're going to get 1 point of Arsenal, I'm taking that. I'm taking it, bro. And because I don't want to get too carried away with how we played against Man City, even though it was amazing. It was amazing. Off the ball, on the ball, was solid. But Arsenal, that's going to be a massive test, bro. I'll be real. I actually don't go into this game yet. I'm not like scared of Arsenal in terms of, oh my days, we need to watch out for this player. I'm more scared like, oh, what if we make a mistake, for instance, from our side? Right? I'm not going into this game where I'm scared of this, and that. Do you get me? They're just very old.
Or a set piece. Just be careful. Don't give them a corner. The only thing that I wonder, like, because Pazz left now, but I'm curious if Arsenal. He's I don't know. He closed his camera, but if they now get a draw against United, should Arsenal fans be a little bit worried because now that'll be 3 draws in a row?
No.
And then pretty sure City have got Wolves, in it. City have got Wolves.
I'm not saying about us. I'm just worried about like
everyone's going to be supporting United that game. You know, everyone's going to be supporting United that game.
They drop points 3 games in a row, right?
Apart from in it.
I don't think United go there and get a win, but if they do, man, I'll be happy. But we'll have to see. I think Arsenal probably beat them because. Like Bodo Glimt, man, they did what United did to us. So I don't know how special that United is, but like you said, Mbeumo, Cunha, Sesko, like they have the people that can put that ball in the back of the net, right?
In it,
yeah, you do. It's just defensively, can you stop them from scoring? And if you can, then you can go get a result, right?
Also, they want revenge after the first game of the season when they got robbed, didn't it, Ahmed?
Oh, yeah.
Don't rattle me, bro. Listen, don't rattle me. That game, yeah, I was.
So when Arsenal win 2-0, everyone is just gonna calm down, and everyone is just gonna calm down.
You know when you say calm down, by the way.
Everyone's gonna calm down, and people are gonna go, well, it was a good run. It's all right, you know.
Mo, the league was done ever since Brighton drew against.
Everyone's just gonna calm down.
Why you say everyone's gonna calm down? No one wants the league, Mo. No one wants it.
Because I'm looking at Kyle and he's getting giddy. Kyle is like, what?
No. For me, I'm good, man.
If United get something, if United get something and win against. Should Arsenal
be winning? Hold on. You do realize that the majority, of football fans have Arsenal winning this game. Yeah, I would say even
100%,
80 to 90%,
and that's why
not Man United fans. Listen, not some Man United fans.
Bro, obviously they're being deluded, in it. Obviously they're going to be being deluded. Listen, that's it.
But I know their analysis in football. It's a big game. Anything can happen in football.
Forget about that analysis, bro. That analysis is dead, isn't it, bro? I'm not gonna go into this game, and I'm gonna be scared of Arsenal. I'm not gonna be scared in it. But
why you're not scared of Arsenal? How?
Because when I look at Arsenal, for instance, and the players that they've got, I'm not gonna be. Oh my days, we got to watch out for this.
How are these 7 points ahead? Forget players. Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Why what? So Arsenal are 7 points ahead. They're the league leaders. How teams? So you're saying teams should not be scared of Arsenal?
I'm not saying teams shouldn't be scared of Arsenal. I'm saying when we face against Arsenal, I'm not stressing. For example, they've got. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it. When they used to have, for instance, Alexis Sanchez, or when we used to come across Chelsea, Hazard, we've got to watch out for this guy. When you've got a sick plan and you've got that one guy who can go against that plan and can do something out of nothing, you got that. That's what stresses you out, innit? So I'm talking about this Arsenal game. If they do beat us,
I feel more stressed, Ahmed, against teams that are more structured than because for me, I can mark a player out of the game, right? But more structured team and more scary. Like, for example, we beat Bayern Munich last season, Inter, and we beat Barcelona, right? They have the enigmas. They have the guys that will get you out of trouble, and we still beat them, right? Because structurally, both teams are not great. I am more scared of teams that are very structured because I know that one mistake is not recoverable. Because which is, by the way, a set piece. I was shitting myself every fucking corner Arsenal got.
Why you got Bastoni? Why you scared?
With that being said, though, can I hold on? Let me ask you a question.
We got Bastoni. Though.
If
you want Bastoni play defensively.
Hold on, Ahmed.
Yes.
Ahmed. If you're not
I
scared, as someone who watches Arsenal and Man United, what would be your plan going into this Arsenal game to get
Football talk. I like football talk finally.
First of all, one thing I wouldn't do yet is soak up all the pressure and let Arsenal have all the momentum and all the chances, because eventually they will score. I'm not going to have that. Do not just, first of all, don't sit back, number one. And number two, don't be too giddy and going further up the pitch and trying to outplay them in it, yeah? Because obviously they can counter you. They've got some good players with set pieces, counter it and all sorts, right? I'm saying the way how you played against Man City, try and emulate it, right? Try and replicate it if you can, and then just go from there. Because every time we play against Man City, it's always been about deep line, counter-attack. But with that, we've nullified. Try and nullify their weapons. Nullify Bukayo Saka, nullify Erdegaard, who's one of the main creators. Nullify all these guys, and then that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to say.
How do you nullify these people?
Well, you've got Casemiro, who's got good anticipation. You've got him to do that. You've got Luke Shaw and Dorgu, who can help out on that left-hand side, right? Because Dorgu's been playing as in the attack. So anyone who you've got on the right-hand side, so Bukayo Saka is going to be playing on the right. He's going to have Dorgu playing on the left wing, and he's probably going to have Luke Shaw as a left-back, right? Dorgu is going to help out Luke Shaw defensively, so we'll be double teaming on Bukayo Saka. So get him out of the game. And defensively, we've seen Lisandro Martinez lock up Haaland. We've seen him lock up Voltemada. I ain't scared of Gyökeres.
Can I tell you something? Can I say a fact to everyone here on the panel and everyone in the chat? You play in low block and counter-attack in Man City. Do you know how many counter-attacks goals Arsenal conceded in the league this season? Or transition? Let's say, okay, let's differentiate between counter-attack and transition. Transition is you dispossess the opposition. One against Erling Haaland. You guys know that Arsenal concede goals not by counter-attacks, right? Like their defense is so strong in stopping counter-attacks. Aston Villa is not a counter-attack, the goals they scored. Like Liverpool scored a set piece.
Aston Villa stuck
Sunderland. You know exactly that.
Exactly
this. Yes.
Yeah, but that's what
so here's the issue. Here's the issue though with this I don't even want to call it a scheme, because I actually don't feel like you actually kind of said anything. Like what I heard is you said don't sit back, but then sit back. So for me, like if you look at all of the teams that have been like that people thought were going to beat us because they were necessarily like people look at them as like they could go toe to toe with us. They've come out and they've tried to play and they've been absolutely moved to. Because the thing with Arsenal is that if you're going to get chances, you have to get it out of the mud. Like you actually have to create something. So, for example, if you look at Bayern Munich, for example, a team that people thought had the firepower to compete with Arsenal, they came out, they tried to play. It worked for a half. Like I would say the first half, they were probably the better team. Eventually, the Arsenal way gets the better of them. It's very difficult to continuously just create. The thing that you guys did well against Man City is there's that naivety to the way you played in terms of you didn't sit back and just take it. But the thing that you also had is that counter-attacking threat and that pace, which City leaves space for. You can get at City. Loads of teams have proved that you can get at City on the counter. Once you just get past that immediate press, because that press is also meaty now. Once you beat that, you're now one-on-one with 4 people who are not great defenders. The issue with Arsenal is we aren't going to counter-press you like that. We're going to regroup, and now you now have to show how good of a football team you are. And for me, like Man United, you did well because they kind of gave you the space. And
that's why I said Arsenal won't be giving us that much space.
Yeah, but you will now have to come and break us down because we regroup and then we press from regrouping.
Which is why I said, I don't want to sit him back. But that's exactly why I don't want us sitting back. I said it. I don't want us sitting back.
You want to go toe-to-toe with Arsenal?
Nah, not balance. I want a balance.
I just want a team that's going toe-to-toe with us.
Liverpool did it. Liverpool did it at the Emirates, especially for the second half.
I wouldn't say.
Arsenal
I don't
didn't
think.
put a single shot.
I don't think any of us went toe to toe.
Arsenal didn't record a single shot on
No,
target
we-
in the 90th minute.
I think we're
No,
just
so
shit.
Liverpool dominated in that second half.
in the first half,
Liverpool came out. Okay, for example, Aston Villa went toe to toe, and you can say Aston Villa genuinely popped some ball. I don't think you look at Aston Villa and Liverpool performance the same, because I think Aston Villa made us shit. I even think Chelsea made us look shit for the first 20 minutes until the red card. I don't think Liverpool made us look shit.
It's not so much. It's the fact that you guys didn't have a single shot on net until in the second half till the 90th minute.
But that's because we were genuinely shit, and so were they.
I know, and
it's a battle of.
So why doesn't you put it that Liverpool made you look like shit? They forced you to actually get rid of position.
Because I don't think they had that impact on the game. Whereas
I thought they did, to be honest with you. I thought they did.
Without a striker, that's also another thing you need to remember.
I disagree with you. Football-wise,
I don't think no Salah either.
We lacked a focal point.
Aston Villa genuinely turned us around. Like if you watch Arsenal, everyone is constantly facing the ball. We're always looking that way. It's always towards the other goal. Aston Villa, all you saw was our players running back towards our goal. Against Chelsea, all you saw is loads of players facing different ways and not playing together. They were beating our press every time. We couldn't beat their press. Against Liverpool, I genuinely just think that we were just. It didn't feel like there was an overwhelming. These guys are just outplaying us. It felt like we came out and we were just
second half
shit.
we outplayed you.
I thought in the second half they did, to be honest.
You played better, but for me, I wasn't watching you thinking, "Fucking hell, how are we gonna get out?"
No. Do you know why I say we outplayed you? Because we were bopping the ball around the Emirates, and the Emirates was quiet. Because usually the Emirates. No, I think you did play better near the end of the game, but I think also.
No, I'm saying I think you played better. But I don't think you.
we played.
I don't think it was a world-class performance by Liverpool.
Because at the end of the day, we didn't score a goal. We didn't do anything with that.
I understand Pazz's point.
Liverpool didn't want to score and hurt us, I don't think.
Liverpool didn't pepper the net. Raya wasn't. But I thought that Liverpool outplayed Arsenal.
We didn't have someone. We didn't have a focal point up front, and people saying we didn't have a choice. We had a choice. We didn't.
But you not having a focal point helped you because you just had bare people passing the ball around. Whereas Aston Villa, they turned us around. Chelsea, they turned us around.
Against Liverpool, how you said they didn't overwhelm you. Cool. The attack that they had, who did you have in the attack when you played against Arsenal? It was Frimpong on the right.
Frimpong versus Gakpo.
Played 9.
So they had no outlook pretty much. Bro, I'm going to be honest, our attack.
But don't you, before you go to your attack, but don't you think having that many players that drop deep and get in the middle allowed Liverpool to have position? Without the point if Liverpool had a striker, that would mean one man less in the middle. If Liverpool,
I don't think you would have had that. I don't think you would have had the position in the game.
No, because you know what? I disagree. Because
is this true?
Yes.
Guys, but before I go to United, I want Ram to finish the Liverpool point. Please.
I will say, Mo, because we tried to do it. We tried to get an outlet with Cody Gakpo, and we saw it wasn't working at all. So that's why we end up dropping Gakpo deep, and Florian Wirtz was still floating around in that midfield area. So I personally, for me, I don't think it would have changed anything, in my opinion. That's how I saw it.
Well, I feel like that game was just. I think we both had combined. We had one shot on target.
Liverpool.
Some of our players decided not to shoot. I mean, they decided just to cross the ball into no one instead of shooting themselves.
But that's the point. That's why I think both of us just kind of. I feel like we both kind of played for no reason. We might as well just call it a day from the first minute. Whereas Aston Villa, I genuinely felt I was watching that game thinking, "Fuck me, these lot are actually packing us in." Chelsea first 20 minutes, I felt like we were getting packed in. I didn't feel that against Liverpool.
No, I didn't. I think it was because of one player. That's why you guys were a little bit overwhelmed. It was because of Onana.
Against
the fact that Onana for Villa. Onana was the main guy that was.
Morgan Rogers was.
Remember watching that game. It was Onana because he was the only player with the capability to go from one area from his own box to the other side of the opposition's box because he was the only one that could drive with the ball.
Even the reverse.
He was cold, but they were all on votes that day, bro. Even Matty Cash was moving on votes that day, bro.
What is Staffy's comment? I want to go back to United have a better attack than Aston Villa. But also, attack is not only players. Aston Villa's midfield have an enigma in Morgan Rogers
Yeah,
that
but
can
they-
dribble.
Mateus
But when
Cunha, Mo. Mateus Cunha.
Yeah, but stylistically, like you can also talk about Cunha and
Team
Morgan
is
Rogers. Cunha and Morgan Rogers are quite similar in terms of how they play, in terms of how they
Right,
carry the ball.
I'd take Morgan Rogers.
But you can say Morgan Rogers is a better. I don't care about that.
Rogers is more of like he's instinct. He's proper. He's
But you can
proper.
say
He has a
Cunha,
shot
Cunha
goal.
likes to shoot as well.
He's a demon, bro.
Well,
Morgan
Cunha's
Rogers
another one that can do something, isn't it? Like
I don't know. I don't
I
know if
think
people
they're
realize
not. I don't think they're stylistically
how
the same.
Morgan Rogers is that good and he's that strong is actually beyond football
Bro,
ability.
he's
Well, he's a
Master
centre mid, Mo. He's a centre mid.
he's
He
a
played as a centre mid for
unit.
Borough.
He's so strong. It's fucking believable.
He's like the
He's
closest
more than
thing
he's
England will
basically
see, like a
Gibbs
Yaya
White on
Toure.
steroids. He's Gibbs
Yaya
White
Toure,
on
did you say?
steroids.
We need to relax.
Relax
with
on
the
the Yaya.
Morgan
That's
Relax
all.
on the
Let's listen to the
Yeah.
statement I said. I said
Relax.
it's the closest thing England would get.
He's
to
good,
Yaya
isn't it? But he's not elite, bro.
Nah,
Good.
He's not Yaya
I
Toure,
said-
but that in terms of like
Literally, let's have it right.
there is
What I said was
very
the
limited.
closest.
There is not a lot of players that we have seen in the history that has the physique of a Yaya Toure or Ibrahimovic or Morgan Rogers with the technical ability at their feet. Normally, when players are that big, they aren't
Yeah.
great on the ball. Normally, that's a normal
They
a
don't-
normal
they
player.
don't-
Would that
they
be?
shouldn't
Unless you're
move
Peter
and be able
Crouch,
to
who's
rip
6'7" and a stick.
Bro,
That's good.
Morgan Rogers looks like 6'3" and he's sharp as shit, bro.
Is he
That's
6? I thought he's 6 foot. I thought he's just 6 foot.
He's a big youth, bro.
Pogba.
he's
Pogba is a great
6'1", no?
example.
Pogba,
Pogba
yeah,
is
Pogba
so
as well,
big,
bro.
but his technical ability is fucking
Pogba-
ridiculous.
Pogba
for
is
his
These men are big, these men are
generational,
big
bro.
youth.
Mo, for your
Yeah.
Mo, for your generation, Rude Hullet. Oh, that's sorry.
I didn't watch
Wait, what?
it.
Wait,
That
what?
sounded
Wait,
so
that's-
rude. That sounded so rude. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, like Aston Villa's attack.
Mo, kick him out. Mo, mute him. Kick him out.
Aston Villa's
Time out.
attack
Time out.
been,
Time out.
been better.
How dare he? How dare he?
Bro,
Rude
like I said,
Hullet,
yeah,
was there-
against that game,
Hold on,
against
hold on,
against the
hold
game that Arsenal played versus Liverpool, we've obviously got like the better play. We've got the better attackers. We've got Mbeumo, we've got Diallo, you've got Cunha, you've got. I'm pretty sure. I think Dogu's going to be playing on the left because he's probably had his best games playing further up. So we've got
Sesko.
some.
What about
Rude Hullet
Sesko?
Rude
Sesko.
Hullet made his debut.
Oh yeah, you
in
got Sesko as well.
1979,
Yeah,
by the way.
Sesko. I mean, listen,
Oh
bro.
my
I'll-
god, this is
one
Sesko versus Gyökeres. Can't wait.
We love to
Sesko
see it.
versus
Kyle,
Gyökeres.
get back here. Sesko versus Gyökeres, bro.
Sesko versus Gyökeres.
Sesko versus
Bro, enough with
Gyökeres.
these Gyökeres comparisons, please, man.
Can I ask you a question?
Stop, bro.
Does Man United have a better attack than Arsenal?
I don't know, man. Like fuck, Martinelli's been killing it this year, to be honest. It's
Hmm?
hard to say. But Martinelli's not been good for.
No, he's our
Yeah, we-
second best left winger this year.
No, I just said Martinelli's
good.
been killing it. Yeah. Like he's playing good for
No,
Arsenal.
he's our second best, and there's two of them.
Left winger. You think?
Yeah,
I know you
Trossard's been
start with
better, for sure.
Trossard and
I'm
then
going to be
with
so
Gyökeres,
honest
really
with you,
good.
yeah. In the
Not
front
only in the
three
Champions
line,
League has been
I'm
good.
going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No rage bait. The front three that Arsenal play with, there's not a single one I'm taking at United. Not a single one. Wallahi, not a single one I'm taking. The front three that they have,
I'm cool
the
with that.
Martinelli, the Trossard, and the Gyökeres and Saka. I ain't swapping that.
Yeah, but that's a
swapping that.
fact. I mean, the same thing
I
to
ain't
say
swapping it,
Arsenal
bro.
with their
I
defense.
believe it. Yeah, I ain't swapping it, bro.
Every team says that though. Every team says that. But then
I
you're
ain't
also
swapping
going to tell me that Gyökeres should score more goals because of the quality we got up front.
I ain't
Remember, I
swapping it.
told you. Remember, I told you, though. He would say that, but he's
But
come
Mo
soon,
knows
and
my
now he's
stance
going
on
back.
Ahmed, didn't you? You know my
Remember, I
stance
told
on
you,
time,
you
bro.
flip-flop.
No.
Remember, I
Okay,
told you.
so generally,
Remember, I told
Ahmed,
you.
Cunha, Sesko, Mbeumo, or Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, Gyökeres.
Say that one more time.
Okay, Saka, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, or Sesko,
Kai Havertz.
Xerxes. He's not fit actually. He has a,
Bro,
you know,
the
the
United
report
team is
today
better,
is he has a problem.
Yeah.
It's inflammation
Yeah,
again
bro.
in the knee, which is unfortunate to be honest for him. The guy cannot catch a break. Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Jesus. Okay, maybe Madueke or Mbeumo, Ahmed, Cunha, Sesko, Xerxes, Mason Mount.
Mason Mount, forget about Mason Mount, innit, bro? Forget about that guy. But the rest, yeah, United.
Forget about Mason Mount. We forget about Madueke.
Well, yeah, bro, forget about both of them. They're not good. Forget about both of them, innit?
I don't think there's a team in the Prem Saka didn't start for. I'll be real.
Bro.
You don't start for Liverpool.
I disagree. But again,
He's not a striker. He's not a striker, Pazz. What are we doing?
He would start.
What
I
do you
think he might start.
I think he starts-
No, but
I
we
think he
play
starts
with the
for
front.
Liverpool.
We play with the front two now, Pazz. So,
But
yeah.
I'm not sure if Saka's
Then he
having
plays
his
right.
best
Then he
season,
plays
to
right
be
then.
honest with
Then
you.
he plays right then.
We don't have a right mid.
People, yeah,
have
don't
a
want to
right
admit
mid.
it.
Bro,
People don't want
you're
to
creating
admit
something
it.
for him, bro.
People don't want to
We're not.
admit it, but
We're not.
people don't want to admit it.
We'll go back to the
Shake.
Arsenal United.
No,
Arsenal
I don't-
Yeah,
United.
the Arsenal United people don't want to admit it, yeah. But Ahmad's been better than him this season and last season, but they don't want to say it. They don't want to say it. He has.
Do you know what's sad?
Ahmad is a
I
nat.
think-
He's a bit.
I
he's
think
he is
annoying.
quality
He's
I
player.
think
annoying.
Ahmad is so far from the level that I don't think people even
Quality.
track what Ahmad's doing.
Bro,
to
you
even
rate
give that
Madueke. You told me
argument.
Madueke's better than him, yeah? You can't be taken serious. I'll be real with you.
When?
Bro,
you
Why
know
do you
it.
just? This is bro. I feel
That's what
like
you
you
said
are
on that
streamed by yourself in your head. I genuinely think.
That's what I
I think
remember.
you stream on your ones and you just like take pictures. And it's just
Where
you
is
just talking
Hamza?
to yourself.
Where's Hamza?
Hamza is Kentucky Fried Hamza right now.
Absolutely, bro. From the
Yeah,
shit nation.
where
I'm
is
not
he?
stopping.
Hamza yesterday.
Listen, yeah. There's only two right wingers. There's only three
I haven't seen him
wingers.
out.
There's only two out and out right wingers I'm taking and displacing Diallo, bro. And that is Elise and Yamal in it, bro. Because the reason why Ahmed Diallo does not get the credit he gets, the credit he deserves, sorry, is because he's playing for Man United. More people hate United. And secondly, he's quality, bro. He's a quality player. I mean, quality
So
player.
you don't get the credit you deserve
quality.
as a quality player.
He's a quality player, bro. But obviously, people don't want to say because he plays for United.
Don't get this-
Yeah,
you don't
I
get the
think
credit
he's
you
a quality
deserve.
player.
Big game
Well,
player
no,
as
I
well.
think the argument. I hate when I sit on channels here on any other
There's
channel,
no-
and the
Well-
argument for people is that I don't rate that person because I hate the club.
Mo, you
I
said he's
don't
not
know.
going to be in the Premier League within two. You said he's not even going to be a Prem player, bro. I remember.
I hate Ahmad.
But hold on.
No, but he watched Atalanta.
hold
He
on.
watched Atalanta.
I am proven wrong about this, but in the same time, I don't think that Ahmad has hit the levels that you think. Habibi, you're putting him just in the category below Olise and Yamal. What are we doing here?
No, we are not.
What are we doing
He's
here?
nowhere
He
near
said
that.
it. He said that he
not
would
me.
No, he said
Not
that those are the
me.
guys that he would replace him with. He's not saying
Exactly,
that.
bro.
He's
That's
not
what I
saying
said.
that they're. He's not
He
saying
never
that they're
said this.
better.
At
He
least
said,
it is-
he said the
No.
only two players above him
No,
is
that
Olise.
you
That's the
replace.
definition. If the category below Yamal and Olise is Ahmad Diallo.
I
That's what he
said the
said.
only two players that I'm taking, yeah, and I'm swapping Diallo for is Ahmed and
Which
is,
means that Ahmad Diallo is below them one level.
bro, Ahmed Diallo isn't close.
Or
to
that the
him.
level's not just
Yo,
not
yo,
there.
would you?
Bro,
Isn't that the
would you-
same thing?
Would you?
Bro,
Would you-
we've had this conversation already. He thinks.
Would you
Ahmad
know? Would you
Diallo's
swap him
top
for
three,
Kyle's
bro.
guy?
Would you
Yeah,
swap
would
him?
you,
Kyle's
would you,
guy.
that's what I was gonna say. Would you swap him for Semenyo?
No chance.
Yeah, that's
What?
Bro,
Would I
if-
swap
if-
Semenyo
if
for?
you
Hold on.
guys- If you guys
We're doing
wanted
this
to,
again,
you
bro.
would-
Are we
you would
actually doing this
swap
again?
it. You
Wait,
would-
hold on.
No,
hold on.
no, no, no,
You
no.
asked- No, wait,
We're
hold
doing
on.
this
Hold on.
again,
You're
bro.
asking
Are we
me.
actually doing this again?
You're
I don't
asking
want to
me-
go to Ahmad Diallo. I didn't want to
Please,
go into
please, bro.
specifically.
Ahmad
I
Diallo
didn't
is
wanna
not
go
a
to-
big enough deal for us to be sitting here debating about Ahmad Diallo. Like, what are we doing here, bro? We're not
Ahmed-
allowing
Ahmed's
Ahmed
good,
to
but
pick this
I
guy
think
up like he's
Semenyo
worth
every
us.
day.
I would take the left wingers though. I think.
What, like
Cunha?
just started up? What, left wing?
Yeah, I think I'll take.
Cunha is a 10, but he plays off the
Can I
wing.
tell you guys for real? Trossard has been more effective than Cunha this season in the Premier League.
I
And
think
people don't like to say that.
No, but I think
And
under
people,
Arteta,
I know
Cunha
that
would be more
I know
effective.
because I know that Cunha dribbles and everything and does a lot. Trossard, I think, is more effective than Cunha.
No, but I think
you can't
Arteta
name
could have
me
used
two
Cunha.
left
Can
wingers
use
against
Cunha a lot better, and he will get more out Cunha.
Nah, bro.
I don't think Cunha is being
I don't
used the
think
right
man watch
way.
Trossard is
No,
mental.
I think-
So again,
Actually,
Cunha
don't say
ain't
man
being
watch
used the
Trossard,
right
bro.
way. Cunha is someone who's played as a striker every now and then. He's been moved to the left. He's been moved as a 9. Cooley's not had the best games, but he's also had very good games too. Let's not pretend like he's not had good games. This is his first season at United.
I don't disagree with this. I don't disagree with this. But people
No.
tell me that I don't disagree with
People are
this.
talking about United. Cunha flop, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm like.
We
it's
can't
crazy.
argue
can't
from
listen
this
to the chat,
standpoint. We can't argue from the standpoint of this guy's being used incorrectly, so he's playing shit.
I
We
just
can't-
find it
because
ironic how
we can do that to
Polysemit-
every single player.
I just find it ironic how Polysemit is saying that, and when we're scamming GA, but then in the same sense, he's saying Trossard is more efficient. How does that work then?
Bro,
How does that work? How does that
I'll put it
work?
this way: I don't think you can name two left wingers. That
But I
Trossard
wanna,
didn't start.
I wanna say something that will bring us back a little bit. Sorry, guys. Same people that keep telling me that Cunha is not a flop, which is I hear what you're saying. However, Cunha was the third highest GA in the Premier League last season. He's at Man United, played 19 games in the Premier League, has 4 goals and 2 assists. Isn't that the definition of a flop? Someone that you bought the guy to actually at least replicate or what he did last season. He's not even doing quarter of what he's doing last season. Isn't that the definition of a flop?
If Gyökeres is a flop, then Cunha is definitely a flop.
Again, he's trying to drag Gyökeres. He's trying to drag Cunha with the Gyökeres.
He's right.
It's not right. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
I am.
Okay, hold on.
Right.
If we are judging Cunha based on the money Man United spent, his experience in the Premier League, what he did last season.
Do you want me to answer that? He's not been a flop, but can I rate it out of 10?
Why? How is he not a flop?
Can I rate him out of 10? I'm going to rate him out of 10, by the way. I think Cunha, if we're going to measure it from the first game that he played to the last game, I'm rating him a 6. I think he's just been decent. I don't think he's been amazing. I think he's been decent. But when we're talking about flop, we're overdoing it. We're massively overdoing it.
How is he not a flop? He has only...
I'll tell you why he's not a flop.
Can I just establish his opinion? Do you think
He
Gyökeres
played 1,400 fucking minutes in the league.
No, I don't think Gyökeres is a flop.
Hold on.
I think Eze is a flop.
Hold on. We're going to get to that. You're moving mental. Ahmed, do you think that Gyökeres is a flop?
Absolutely.
They won't admit it though.
Hold on.
Let him. I like these questions.
Need to hear this. So cool. You think Gyökeres is a flop?
You never like my
Explain
questions,
to me
though.
how Gyökeres is a flop, but Cunha isn't. Please explain that to me.
Okay.
Like,
First of all,
explain the nuances and the differences.
First of all, Arsenal have been crying out for a number 9. First of all, yeah? You've been crying out for a number 9, right?
Good. Okay, let's go with the narrative. I'm going to go with the narrative, yes.
No, they wanted the striker.
Great. I'm going to go with the narrative. Man United have been crying for Cunha, and you got Cunha, and he's not replicating what he did at Wolves.
First of all, Cunha's a number 10, innit? First of all, he's a number 10, right?
How many GA he had last? I'm going to check again.
Hold on.
I'm going to check again. Last season in the Premier League, Cunha had 21 GA.
Why are you comparing when the guy...
Hold on.
Let me finish. I just want to answer it, yeah? Everything that Wolves were doing were going through him, bro. Most touches, most chances created, probably most goals. Everything was going through Cunha. That's
I got you.
Let me just finish.
Yes, finish this because I got you here.
I know what you're going to say. How come you're not giving the same leeway as Gyökeres is not going through him? My thing is, the reason why I'm not saying Cunha is a flop, because even when he's not getting the goals, he still puts in good performances, bro. He still helps the team massively. With Gyökeres, the reason
he
why...
has 2 assists, bro. He has 2 assists in the league.
You're talking about assists.
Bro, Vert has more GA than him.
Bro,
there's
been so many games.
Why are you bringing him up? Stop bringing him up. What's wrong with you?
There's been so many games, where he could have easily had more assists. There's been so many games, where he could have had way more goals, way more assists.
Every sentence you say, can I say? Okay, every sentence you say, can I say a sentence?
Go on.
Every single time, but every single game, Gyökeres could have had more goals if they actually played him the ball when he's running.
Bro, the thing is, he offers nothing to the team. That's my point. He ain't getting goals, and he's not playing well. That's why he's a
empty
flop.
room up there. There's an echo in your head.
God, I've had Saeed outside begging Cunha, say, Wallah, pass the ball, Habibi. This is not Wolves.
There's an echo in Ahmed's head. I'm telling you all, there's an echo in there. I'm telling you there's an echo in Ahmed's head.
Ahmed, I know that Cunha, I know Cunha fits all the box. He dribbles. Cunha does this, he dribbles.
It's not even about dribbling, bro. Wallahi.
Leave it, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, Cunha has been flopping, bro.
You know, Staffy, let me tell you something, right? When it comes to him not passing and his decision making, cool. It's a piss take. But the guy ain't the perfect package. No one is saying he's the perfect player.
No, but that's not the point, bro.
No one is saying that. But bro, but the thing is, people are talking, people are talking recently, bro. Cunha is a good player and he's had good performances in a Man United shirt. He's had good performance. I don't know why people are trying to rewrite history. Against the Man City cameo, he's had a lot of good games. And also, when he plays in his natural position, in that left 10 position, he does well. So you can say that, oh, how is he not a flop, bro? But bro, he's a way better player than Gyökeres. And he does way more.
No. No, yeah, I mean, this
would have had way more.
please just don't do the Roman strong thing, man. Please,
bro.
Yeah, Ahmed. No, Cunha is prem proven for years. Prem proven for years. He had the GA at Wolves last season. Man United, every time I see Cunha play, everyone passes the ball to fucking Cunha. Everyone passes the ball to Cunha. And Cunha dribbles, doesn't pass. Cunha dribbles, doesn't pass. He dribbles, he doesn't pass the ball. And then I'm like, okay, can you pass the ball to your teammates? Can you get involved? It's not a 5-a-side.
Yeah.
Bro, he doesn't pass the ball, bro. He loses the ball.
There's no scenario that you can create where if Gyökeres is a flop, if that's the standard for a flop, there is no scenario where Cunha can't be a flop. You can't do that, bro. So if you're saying Gyökeres is a flop, so is Cunha.
You can't.
You guys are overdoing it with the flop thing because you're insecure about Gyökeres. You're insecure deep down. That's why.
No, but the logic is not logicking, bro. That's
coming
the
from an insecurity place because all Pazz has done all stream, is literally laugh and literally just say nothing. He's just there for vibes.
But no,
he's not said anything the whole day.
No, but Ahmed,
he's not said anything.
No, but Ahmed, the logic you're using.
But I'm responding to you.
He's not said anything. He's not.
I'm responding to you.
No. But he's not said anything yet. He's not.
Mashi, forget Pazz. Pazz is laughing. Forget Pazz.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? Forget Pazz. Okay, here we go. Forget Pazz.
Why did you get rid of him? What's wrong? Wait, you could have just muted him.
Because I don't know why he's fixated on Pazz. I am talking to you about.
I was talking about the Gyökeres thing. He was talking about the Gyökeres.
Forget Gyökeres.
He's lashing out, bro.
We are talking about the definition of a flop. If you are spending that money, you spend the same money on Cunha as you spent on Gyökeres. You are bringing a player that has 6 GA in 19 games in the league, right? That player plays as a forward, whatever, attacking mid, whatever you want to play. This guy does not replicate what he did last season. I get he's on the eye. I love watching him. He's fantastic on the eye. But football is not on the eye again. We're not going to go in the same conversation that we have every single time, me and you. It's about the output. What are you giving your team?
Bro, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. We're never going to be able to agree because how you see football in terms of, it's only output, forget about everything else.
Not only. I never said only.
No, that's a narrow-minded way. You have to open up the whole thing.
Are you calling me narrow-minded?
Bro.
He's got a pigeonhole you to make
because you don't rate Pazz 30, that's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, bro, the reason why I can't have
the difference in me, I look at it
bro, they have this.
Ahmed,
I don't know, but Mo, I'm going to make
comprehensively. How do you play? What do you offer the team? Plus your output. Because if you offer the team dribbling around and running around, and you actually hurting the team by not passing the ball, by not getting output, I would rather have the guy that looks like shit and have output. Because at the end of the games,
they have the same output though. Cunha has 6 GA. Gyökeres has 5. Cunha has 4 goals this year in the Prem. Gyökeres has 5 goals, but he has 2 assists.
So both are flops then. So both are flops.
Yeah, that's it. Don't say that Cunha's a flop because if you say Cunha's a flop, then Gyökeres is a flop. And the story
you've got it the wrong way around.
Hey,
he is saying Gyökeres is a flop, so we're saying so is Cunha, not the other way around.
It's not that. Yeah, you're getting it. Yes.
I left
like 2 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I just came back right now, but I'm saying like that. It's the end of the story. They're both flops then.
Brother, please, just don't die in this hill, bro. Just don't die.
What do you mean,
let me do this.
The
show is finished. The show is finished. I'm gonna do the super chats. Staffy is right. Most club is terrible.
I mean,
okay, Ahmed.
I'm so confused. But Mo, can I just say something quick?
I want to do the super chats in just 2 hours.
No.
I just want to say one thing quick. Oh, no, just go. It's okay.
What do you mean?
I was gonna say answer the super chat, bro.
Yeah, Ahmed. So Ahmed come back when he wins a treble or he wins the 20th league title. That's why he comes back. 7 Champions League, right? He doesn't have a treble. And I have 3 Champions Leagues. They are better in Europe. I'm better in Italy.
And please name me a player that's bigger than Maldini in Inter.
R9.
That's not a legend.
This is the same guy.
That's so shameless. That is so shameless. Some shame. I give you Maldini and you come up with R9. Yo, that's shameless. That's disgraceful, bro.
I think we will win. Has Maldini won a Ballon d'Or?
He's a centre back, bro. He's a centre back.
Great. We have a defensive midfielder that won Ballon d'Or, Lothar Matthäus. I think
No,
we will
don't do
win.
no, do not do that.
I
He was not a DM when you played for Inter. He played as a central midfielder. Don't do that. Don't you
He's
dare
a
do that.
defensive midfielder.
No, he wasn't. Don't you dare.
I
Don't you
think
dare.
we will win. I think we
Liar.
will win, but United has that one player that can create out of nowhere, Bruno Fernandes.
And by the way, how many goals did he score in that Ballon d'Or winning season, bro?
I don't know, bro. I wasn't even watching football then. Are
20,
we going to say that I was
20.
watching football? Bruno Fernandes, Ahmed's head is going to get hot now. Ahmed's head is going to get hot. Liverpool had one shot on target all game versus Arsenal. Actually, I checked that is actually true. One shot on target.
Yeah, we didn't decide. We didn't want to shoot that game.
All love to
And
pass
this-
from
and this
Saudi
man's-
Arabia.
Big up my
Someone
Middle
sending
Eastern
Pazz
dog.
love. So, okay, Saloom, if you aren't subscribed, Pazz the creator in the description, along with Ram channel, AA United, and Kyle Talks Football as well, guys. Cunha has been dog shit.
Ahmed.
But listen, I want to tell you guys something. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a fantastic and an amazing show. I want to appreciate everyone that watched us as well. All the guys' channels in the description. The Ram Stand, AA United, Pazz the Creator, and Kyle Talks Football, of course. Go and support the boys. But this will take you to MHF, where me and Osam has a massive announcement, guys. So go there, like the video. Massive announcement on MHF. It will be a fun show. I will see you guys there. And we're out of here, people.
Wait.
We had 3 Dutch Ballon d'Or players at once, and I was responding to Ram, not you. I was responding to Ram, not you, about Maldini. Fair enough.
Maldini
Yeah, you
stayed for
had,
20
and also you had Roger Miller.
Maldini stayed for 25 years, and you're going with Ronaldo, who stayed for 3. Okay, cool.
We'll see you guys there. Thank you, Ahmed, for the support. We're out of here, people.
Sorry, he always brings